What's up, man, everybody? We're in the building. Me and Blunt just gonna be in soon, hopefully. I don't know what time. He told me 15 minutes, so we're gonna get this started without him. So what's up, Blunt? How's everything?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm just speeding in these boxing streets. You dig? You know what I'm saying, me?
Yeah, man, I see how it is. I can see you posted a few videos on your channel, and you posted a few things on Instagram as well.
Always, just active, baby. I'm on Twitter too. I'm on Pin Game Crazy on Twitter.
I'm not really trying to give them that much of a plug, but yeah, you can see him on Twitter as well. But topic of today is basically the WBC brought out the clean boxing program and the fighters who haven't signed up. And one of the fighters who hasn't signed up is Barrios, which is interesting because the Thurman fight is supposed to be a title eliminator for the WBC. Well, from what I've heard. So that's the interesting part. What did you think about that, bro? Did you even hear? Did you see the list of fights?
Yeah. I mean, the price crazy. It being a title eliminator for a guy that hasn't been in the ring in almost 2 years plus. So just not keen to how they labeling this. And now as far as the testing, man, I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, sometimes you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt and believe they just square biz, and you know what I'm saying. Don't always just go not to believe them first and ask for the lie detector type of situation. So, I mean, with a dude like Barrios, I haven't heard any questions about him in the past. He's been around grinding, just earning his way. You know what I'm saying? So
I've always
you see
wondered
him
why.
not just being in it. I can see him being in it towards the future, but while he not in it right now,
I've always wondered why people don't just sign up for the WBC clean boxing program. Obviously, that's affiliated with VADA, which means that your fights will have to be under VADA testing as well. But I've always wondered why. Maybe because it's at an additional expense. Maybe
that's
because
what I was thinking.
so maybe that's where it is. But I'm not surprised that Thurman is in the title eliminator. He was the WBC champion and he didn't lose his belt in the ring. So I guess of that alone, he's gonna get a high ranking. But when you also take into consideration the fact that he hasn't had a fight in 2 years and his last fight was a loss, I get what you mean.
And then he fighting a guy that's not even a 147 pounder. So
Exactly.
I mean, boxing always makes questionable moves. We just as fans and media personalities hope the fights balance all of this, nonsense out at times. So I'm giving Barrios a shot to stand upright for 12 rounds.
I mean, we've already decided that. I want actually, but before we even dive deeper into this topic, I want to. What was your bets that you put down? I couldn't actually see it. What was the bets that you put down?
Man, I took all underdogs, bro.
What's
I
the
took
bet?
everybody.
Is this in a parlay?
Yeah, it's a parlay.
What's the return?
I think I bet like 35 or something like that. It's like 17,000.
17,000.
Yeah. It's all underdogs though. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
I said,
mean,
man.
I'm not gonna lie to you. One,
you
you went with an underdog on one fight that you're definitely gonna lose, bro.
Who?
Barrios ain't beating Thurman, bro.
I mean, y'all keep like L-Dub hit me in the chat, said the same thing about the dude Mags and Russell. We talking about dudes that's had a long hiatus. You can't tell me that's not going to somehow offset what superior boxing we do believe these guys have. So I'm just thinking from a betting perspective and from what he was putting forth in the tank fight, the dude can box. He a smart fighter. Now, whether he can take some sting from Thurman, an older Thurman, a slower Thurman, a dude that ain't put the, beat the emergency brakes off of nobody in over 7 years from what was told in the chat yesterday. So I'm not
I mean,
expecting it to be a whitewash.
I hope you're right. Again, I hope you're right. But at the same time, bro, I mean, there's a few fights. I mean, the Russell fight is one that I can't see happening. I can't see you winning that one. And then the what's it called? The Thurman fight, I can't see you winning neither, bro. But it's worth it, bro. And if you get 17,000, that's a big return. What's up, fam? Shout out to Edwin Castillo early in the building. $75. What are you talking about? That's
Oh, he talking about our bet. He talking about our bet with Jeff for the
yeah,
12.
bro. Well, that's easy money. That's easy money. What's happening, boys? What you done to Jeff? He should be jumping in soon.
He said, "What we done to Jeff?"
He should be jumping in soon. Shout out to Jamie Lowe. Bruce Scholes. But shout out to Bruce Scholes, man. I see you putting in the work out. Obviously, that was a good interview done with Tim Witherspoon as well. So shout out to you, bro. Can see you're really doing it for the older generation, you know. So I like that. Peace to my boxing family. Shout out to Second Ezra. Though everyone who's in the chat, the site has been updated, so you guys can actually make your predictions for this week's fights. For Russell and Mark Magseo. Whoever you guys think is gonna win, just make your predictions. The league is still kicking. I mean, we've had a bit of setbacks recently because a few fights been cancelled. I think 3 or 4 fights been cancelled. So it ain't been as popping as we wanted it to be because our Golovkin Murata got cancelled. Tony Yoka fight got cancelled. The Eubank fight got pushed back. And then what fight got cancelled?
We just lost
Joe Smith.
Joe Smith. Yeah, Joe Smith. JSJ, as I like to call him.
What did you say?
JSJ, as I like to call him.
Yeah. $75. Don't be surprised that this does less than 20K buys. They should be. Oh, the pay-per-view buys is $75. Okay, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's mine because I hit a tweet earlier and I was talking about how long it's been, and they want to charge us for this dude. Like he was the business like that before he left the game and took the layoff. So I mean, to me, it's a full-time card. The whole card is. I mean, you got a dude that's coming off a KO loss in Leo Santa Cruz, so
and Lewis Neri.
Yeah, so I mean, the card in itself, man, the killers out there acting up, man. Y'all calm down, bro.
I mean, if you keep it real, bro, I mean, everybody on that card's coming off a loss. A majority of the big names are coming off a loss, and then when you also look into consideration of the fact that Thurman has only had one pay-per-view, and that was with Pacquiao. So you can't gauge whether it was him generating the buzz or was it if it was.
You already know it wasn't him, bro. Yeah. Just let's stop it.
So when you take that, we know Barrios it was Tank who drew the crowd for the Barrios fight. So the fact that you put two dudes who never really sold a pay-per-view by themselves for a $75 pay-per-view, bro, it's a bit brave, but again.
There's a lot of nerve, bro. They nerve can't be measured, homie.
I mean, they just came off putting on Charles Martin versus Ortiz on pay-per-view. I know that's $40, but still, if you can put that.
Now here we go. Now, if you did this one about the same, I kind of might be able to work with you.
But the reason why I feel like it's a bit different, bro, is because I'm assuming Thurman's guarantees a little bit higher. Then you got Leo Santa Cruz on the undercard. You got Lewis Neri on the undercard. You got Barrios fighting. You got a few dudes on, and there's the Josecito Lopez on the undercard. Like you got a lot of dudes on that undercard that you have to pay. So I understand why it's $75. I just don't think it's worth it. No, bro, the price for the pay-per-view. Yeah, the price for the pay-per-view is $75. It's just ironic that the price for the pay-per-view is $75 and the amount of money Jeff is paying us to lose that bet is $75. Yoka versus Hergovich should be fire if it happens. I mean, from what I've heard today, from Eddie Hearn. He done an interview. He said that he's been talking to Top Rank trying to get that fight done. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a great fight. 2 year off and both coming off loss. Not even OT's versus that little walk earth god little G was like 30 or 40. Yeah, I get what you mean, bro, but you also have to remember that that card wasn't as stacked as this one. So I'm not agreeing. I'm just saying there's just a lot more people to pay. There's a hell of a lot more people to pay. Shout out to Ashley's Corner. I'm glad you're in the building. What's going on in here? Yeah, we're just talking about the whole Barrios situation, the fact that Barrios hasn't signed up to the WBC clean boxing program, the fact that the fight's a pay-per-view for $75, the whole situation on a whole, like it screams, it's all shady to me.
Hey, is any belts on the line at all that night? I'm not thinking. I can't.
Isn't Leo Santa Cruz still has a belt at 126? I don't know if that fight, the belt's on the line for this fight, because last I heard, Eddie Hearn was trying to petition for that belt to be the belt on the line for Lee Wood versus Condon. So, but last time I checked,
yeah, I remember reading something about him getting checked about defending something. So,
but
yeah.
Leo Santa Cruz is still champion, so maybe this is a title defense. I don't even know what weight.
He did fight Tank at 130, right?
Yeah, that was at 130.
Yeah, so he didn't defend that belt. You're right. So yeah, it's about time. I mean, maybe they trying to set up a Russell and Leo down the line or something towards the future. You know,
I would be surprised, but the fact that they're a week apart, maybe there's a bit of, maybe there's something about it. Shout out to Burt Wood as well. Did you win a lot on AJ versus Ruiz 1? I don't even think Blunt bet on that.
No, bro. I didn't bet that fight. I mean, I would have went with AJ, just trying to support the folks, but I'm betting a bag on Usyk on this one, dog.
Salute Bruce Scholes, boxing, jazz, and more. Blessings. Shout out to Ashley's Corner. Yeah.
Good, baby girl.
I'm not paying $75. Yeah. I mean, Jeff's paying $75. I know that for a fact.
he doubling down. He gonna double down. So he coming up on 225 because he need to pay for the event and then pay us after. Send me the link. You know what I'm talking about?
No belts the entire card. So I'm assuming that Leo Santa Cruz WBA belt isn't on the line then.
I mean, Ashley on her game, so
I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. It's disappointing though, because
this is $75. You got to give me one belt, bro.
At least one
title or something.
Literally, I mean, we're basically paying $75 to watch
for a lot of fights. What is it? 8 fights?
8 fights, but they're dudes coming off losses. Like,
yeah, nobody got no steam. You know what I mean? Everybody trying to regroup, really. And you don't want to take another step back on a pay-per-view setting. You might not make another one.
That's a fact. Either y'all gonna be paying me 75 or Keith is gonna be paying y'all 75. The truth is, bro, I just know you're gonna be paying me 75. That's all I know.
Yeah, now how you get it on the back end, I ain't mad at you. You know Thurman he can definitely afford it. Cause I mean he getting us anyway by allowing them to price this shit that way.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I have to admit I like the card though. I'll be honest, there's some good names on it. There's some real good names on it. I mean, PBC are known for putting names on a card. The problem is it's just the price. I thought all Martin's card was good, Martin and Ortiz, because they had Michael Coffey on it and Frank Sanchez on it, but I just didn't think it was worth $40. It was still
what this card reminds me of? Remember when Donaire and the one cat went at it, and then Carlos Adames was on that card that night?
You're talking about when he just fought
was it Gabba? No, it's not Gabba. Was it Gabba?
Gabalayo.
This kind of reminds me of that card.
But that was free though.
That's what I mean. If you look at the balance of the competition, it's a few names on there that's recognizable. This is a Showtime card, just the way it's stacked.
I mean, it was Derevianchenko versus Adames, wasn't it? That was an undercard.
Yeah, Yeah, that's what I mean. Now, to me, that was pay-per-view-esque, but we got it. Well, not for free because Showtime ain't cheap. That shit damn
No,
near
but
$20 a
but
month.
but
So,
to me, bro, again, even with that fight, at least you got a main event that was a world title. You see my point?
yeah, that's my point of how it's interesting that you're giving us a stat card with fights with no belts on the line. You extending the main event to make it a 12-round fight with no belts by some wordplay shit. So I don't think that should be a 12-round fight. First of all, this is first fight at welterweight.
I mean, what I'm more shocked about is why Leo Santa Cruz dropped the belt at 126. I know he hasn't fought at that weight
Did
class for
he
long.
drop it?
Well,
Did he drop it?
why else is the belt not on the line?
I heard they approached him about dropping it. I don't know that there was a confirmation. I'm in the
Well,
street.
if he's not defending the belt, if he's not defending the belt against on the Thurman undercard, then I don't know.
Maybe is it a 130 fight?
But if
Maybe.
I don't know, bro. Maybe I don't know. That's a whole situation in itself that I literally don't know. Where you at, G5? I don't know where the dude's at. Hey, fella.
Where my damn phone? Hold on,
actually on my way from work. I'm close. Cool. I'm gonna try and stream it. Sorry, yeah, definitely. Leo doesn't have a belt at 130. No, he has a belt at 126. He has the WBA super title at 126. So that's the thing that I'm worried about. Not worried about, but confused about, because I'm confused why he would not continue and try and defend the only strap that he has right now. And with 126 being so up in the air with the whole Kiko Martinez situation, the Gary Russell Ray Vargas situation, the only one who actually is certain with where they are right now is probably Navarrete.
Hey, it's got to be a title fight, bro, because this is a featherweight. It's a 12-rounder. I'm gonna go back to the box rec and see what it say under the event.
It's at featherweight, so it's at 126. There has to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's got to be a title shot.
It's got to be for his title, because why would he take a fight at 126 but relinquish his strap? Doesn't make sense.
And then you fighting a guy that's got, on a nice little run. This dude Keenan Carbajal, he on a nice little run.
Carbajal, he's on a nice little run.
Say it again.
Carbajal.
Carbajal?
Yeah.
There's no H in there.
There's a J in there.
That's how the hell you get a J and an H sound together?
When you Spanish people, you don't pronounce it J. That's why it's Jesus and not Jesus.
Oh, I always said Jesus. I ain't never called the motherfucker Jesus.
No, bro. I watch a lot of Spanish football, so that's why.
Oh, okay, I got you. You know what I mean? I'm out here with the essays, but I still don't really be catching up on that language that well and shit. We still communicate pretty decent.
Who on the card? I think it's at least 3 good fights on it. Yeah, I mean, as I said, there's.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, I mean, now that I'm taking a peek at this Carbajal cat, I think Leo might be tough. You know what I mean? We got my dude Abel Ramos on there. Hold on. Let me get.
Yeah, I know Abel's on it, and I know Josecito's on it as well, and Luis Neri's on it. So, I mean, it's got good names. Ashley's Corner says Matisse, Leo, and who else? Angelo Leo's on the card as well. That Angelo Leo's on the card. You talking about Leo Santa Cruz? Are you talking about Angelo Leo or Leo Santa Cruz? Leo has the belt at 126. Yeah, that's what I said. The fight is at 130, I do believe. No, it can't be. Carvajal's 126. He's never fought at 130 before. You're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
I'm reading it right now. It's featherweight title fight, 126, 12 rounds.
It has to be because Carvajal's never fought at 130 before. He's only fought at 126.
Yeah, they got they got Luis Neri in tough against a cat named Carlos Castro. This dude 27.
Oh yeah, Carlos Castro was supposed to be he was supposed to fight Raiz. He was supposed to fight Raiz.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, this might be a good win for Luis Nery, getting right back in the title situation.
I mean, definitely because in fact, Carlos Castro was also supposed to fight Ahmed Aliyev, but Ahmed Aliyev was. I'm hoping they're looking to make Fulton versus Ahmed Aliyev for undisputed, but that was who Eddie Hearn mentioned for him. But if I mean, this is a good fight for Nery if he gets that win. I mean, 122 is full of good fights, bro. It's full of good fights.
I mean, it's just, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's a lot of cats on here that's light in the pants, though. You know what I mean? This welterweight and down, bro. Like, we ain't got
Yeah,
no.
no, that's a fact. I mean, I just felt.
Oh, we got a young middleweight on here, Fernando Vargas. I don't
Oh,
know if that's
you know
Fernando
Fernando.
Vargas Jr. Is that
You should
Fernando
know.
Vargas?
It must be the junior. It has to be junior. It has
I
to be
mean,
junior.
he 4-0. He going up against a cat named Cody Kabowski. Let me see what this dude, that boy.
I mean, I'm hoping that they what's it called?
It's the boy's son. It's the boy's son. Okay,
They have
he on the pay-per-view this early. Wow.
Bro, I'll keep it real, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I actually think the card's good. I think the
I'm
card's
looking at it a little deeper now. Off the top, when they was first telling us about it, all they was mentioning was, Leo on the undercard. That's how he was building it off the main two fights. But I definitely think they had to add to it when they got initial feedback. I'm sure.
Who's Josecito fighting?
Josecito fighting the boy from out this way, Abel Ramos. I'm gonna do a video on that one tomorrow. I'm gonna break that one down tomorrow.
Yeah, that's another dope fight. Abel Ramos versus Josecito. Santa Cruz versus Carbajal, and that's for a title. Is it for the title at 126, right?
12 rounds, baby.
It was confusing. That's what was so confusing to me, because the fact that you said it makes sense now. Because when I was asking, I didn't know that. I was thinking, why would he strip himself? And then you got Angelo Leo versus Castro, and then the main event with Barrios and Thurman. That's a good fight. I think they could have put maybe a heavyweight fight on it though. I wouldn't have minded to see maybe
heavyweight. You could have slipped some work to that middleweight division that's kind of ice cold right now for the PBC. This would have been a good maybe slipper up and comer. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I wouldn't even have mind to see like a Robert Helenius versus like a Areola or something like that, bro. I wouldn't even have mind something like that.
The heavies take the steam, so you don't want to steal too much shine from the lower weight classes, but you got a division that's kind of cold. You also have 154 that needs a little mixing up in that top 10.
You could have even put on, which I think would have been a good fight to put on the undercard, because the fight's supposed to be ordered. Sebastian Fondora versus Lubin. That fight's supposed to be ordered, and it ain't a headline by itself. So you could have put that on. That fight's supposed to be the final eliminator for the WBC. So I would have tried to put that on it as well.
I mean, but that's too quick though. For Sebastian would have had a turnaround from what, 2 months ago? He just fought just a while ago.
No, that's true. But I get what you mean. I feel like it's probably for $75. It's probably missing maybe one more fight.
I think it's missing a division to me. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not mad at it now that we get into it a little deeper and break it down. I still don't think Thurman deserves $75.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm going to stick to that. That's no cap to Thurman. You just been so inactive, bro. We've waited for 2 years. You want us to wait through that long-ass card? That could be, imagine if that's all 12 rounds, bro. Imagine, like, if literally you get into the meat of the card.
Is that on the 5th as well? Is that on the 5th? That card on the 5th?
Yeah, that's the 5th. That's the whole
Jesus
card.
Christ, the 5th is going to have like 10 fights on the Fantasy League, bro. Bertwood says, Shane, any thoughts on Dana White of UFC being a promoter for boxing everybody UFC fights?
No.
I mean,
somehow he's going to find a way to not balance the bag right with a combat sports fighter, MMA guy. That's the gripe with that sport, period. That the split is not cool. If he gets in any promotional mix, the bag ain't gonna be right now. What you want to do with a dude like that is just pay him to stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's a bag. Let your man go for a fight, whatever, say 6 months or whatever it takes to build and hype up a big fight like the McGregor-Mayweather situation. Just let him go. He's greedy. He'll take it, but if it's not enough and he don't feel like it's, he don't got no say-so whatsoever, he might What he doing with Ngannou right now? He put him in deep. Soon as this Tyson Fury situation came up, next thing you know, he start promoting this Cyril Gane cat from Paris, and dude is a monster. So if Ngannou lose, that's gonna kill anything with a Tyson Fury fight. So you know what I mean? Dana White is all over the place. He messy as fuck, man.
Ashley Corner says the fight is at 126. Yeah, it's at 126. Keeping it cracking, really vlog. I don't know what you're referencing, but shout out to you, bro. Yeah, Neri.
That's my. Hey, go back. That's my girl, nigga. She in the fantasy league,
but not under keeping it cracking.
Well, that's her, nigga. That's her nickname, nigga.
Fair enough, but I don't know what she's referencing. When she says,
you probably seen something that we put out. You know how hilarious we is over here, bro. You know.
Yeah, Neri. That's who I forgot. Yeah, Neri's on the card as well. Neri's fighting Carlos Castro.
Yeah, that's deep waters.
I mean, that's
a bounce back fight off the loss, though.
That's a 50-50 fight.
You gotta give him some props on the testicles.
Facts. That's a 50-50 fight. That is a 50-50 fight. And that's what I'm telling you about 122, bro. That's what I'm telling you about 122, bro. These guys don't get the credit. They actually take these tough fights, bro.
I mean, I ain't mad. That's a nasty one.
Ashley's Corner, vlog says the essays reminds me of a good movie. What movie is that?
Essay is a street terminology for a Mexican boy.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what he means by a good movie.
Blood In, Blood Out, movies like that. You ain't never seen that?
Nah, I seen Scarface.
Man, look, hey, check out Blood In, Blood Out. That's about the La Familia, you know, that Mexican mafia shit that really spawned from the pen and went from the pen to the streets.
Cool. So, it's a good card, but I can't give that 75 up for it. Yeah, I think it's missing probably that, because this is the same price as Wilder vs Fury. When you put it down, when it's the same price as Wilder vs Fury. You know, when you have when you set a benchmark, you got to live up to that benchmark. I think this should have been like $50. I think this should have been like $50.
Now, but look at the fight, the level of fights that you having. Now that we really got into it, it may start balancing out, but there's no real big title up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's in the chase for whatever belts Leo Santa Cruz got. I think they forcing this situation on him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He might not even look that good, because I'm still thinking he not okay from that uppercut, man. I mean, the boy got this photo out the frame.
He might lose this fight. This is a card, other than the main event, the underdogs can win every fight. I think Ramos can beat Josecito. I think Castro can beat Neri. And I actually believe Leo Santa Cruz can lose to Carbajal, because this is another dude who ain't fought in a while. Well, he didn't fight last year, so...
And then you coming off a knockout like that.
Yeah. I mean, Ashley says, so Leo defending his title at 126 while asking for a rematch versus Tank. I don't know what... I don't really feel like we can pay that much attention to that. Ashley's Corner says, what time the cards start? 8 p.m. That's a question for L Dub, to be honest. I don't know what time.
Let me look. Hold on. Let your boy look. We got media, blah, blah, blah. Let me go back one time. Oh, man. No, they ain't got no time set yet. I don't see no time set. But where is it at again?
Is it Vegas?
I'm about to look. Hold on, man. I gotta hit this other page. It's in the fuck? Nevada. Yeah, it's gonna be in Vegas. So I would say 6 to 8. Any in between them 2 hours. Cause we kind of right in the middle central. That's kind of right central. So they don't go full West Coast. They don't go full East Coast. They kind of always balance their card in the middle. So 6 to 8, anytime like that.
Yeah, man. That's what's up vlog. Menace to Society, the way K9 says it. Yeah, I watched Menace to Society. If the Tyson Dillon fight don't happen, would who would Tyson fight next? He's looking to fight in March. Well, according to Eddie Hearn, and I was going to talk about this tomorrow, but according to Eddie Hearn, he said that Tyson Fury versus Usyk is on the table, and he's entertaining a fight between Dylan White and AJ. So that's actually pretty good. Actually, I would much prefer AJ Usyk versus Fury than Usyk versus AJ. You know, but I do want to see Dylan White versus Tyson Fury. I won't lie to you. I want to see that fight. But there's a purse bid on Friday, so the purse bid is gonna be basically tell us what we need to know. It got pushed back from Monday to Friday, but it should tell us what we need to know. I don't think they're gonna push it back again. Ashley's gonna says Fox. Is it on Fox or Showtime?
It's Showtime, so it's pay-per-view. It's gonna be on Showtime. They do whatever link they gonna have up.
So it's on Showtime. I forget. Hit the like button. Shout out to Ashley for that. I respect her. Yeah. Where were we? What were we last talking about? We were talking about the
shit. We was talking about this stacked ass card that we was complaining about the price. So I don't know if we wrong. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that I could be wrong now. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, man. I might have to get the Crown Royal coin bag and you know what I'm saying, get that 75 together and get this.
It's pay-per-view worthy. I just don't think $75 is quite expensive.
I ain't going I don't think nothing is gonna stick out for memory. You know what I'm saying? These just gonna be some good fights to fill the weekend. But nothing historic. So you know, pay-per-views, you want to remember them throughout the year. I don't think this gonna be one in November we're gonna be talking about.
But what I will say though is it could have been better. If the undercard is amazing. I actually think the undercard's amazing. The main event is probably the letdown in this fight because you got Thurman and you got
all this word salad around it to extend it to a 12-round fight. You got a guy that's not been in the division securely enough to even be in a word salad fight like that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. It reminds me of how they had David Morrell come in at 2 to 3 fights and all of a sudden he's some WBA regular champ and interim and this, that, and the third. It's like, bro, let these dudes dust up in the streets a little bit before you start putting caps around what the fight is about and what the fight leads to. Let the fight happen and then tell us, the winner in line. You know what I'm saying? You building it up to make it a main event, a 12-rounder. They had to do something. So, I mean, I just don't think it's a 12-round fight. That's one thing I'm going to keep the gripe about. I'm going to definitely stay on my wagon about that one. Because, again, you're talking about a guy that's been out the game for 2 years. I don't care whether he lost his belt in the ring, out the ring, whether he got it mugged in the alleyway for it. You've been out the game, bro. You've been out the game. So making you come in and putting you in a 12-round fight, that's questionable in itself. I mean, you fighting a guy that's not a welterweight, the same way everybody gave Darrell props for that KO. Man, you KO'd a dude that was 140 on his best day as a fighter. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't like the main event as I do the rest of the card. I just can say that.
The undercard is good, though. What do you think about Barrios versus Thurman? Who wins? I think Thurman wins, but I definitely think it's going the distance. Actually, I don't know if you know this, but me and Blunt's got a bet with Jeff and YSM. We're betting $75 that this bet goes 12.
Yeah, I chopped in with her on a chat on one of her videos and shit. Talked to her about that one. Yeah, but honestly, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like Barrios' ability to box back. I like Barrios' ability to.
I mean, you don't know what Thurman we're gonna get, neither.
That's why I said you telling me you wasn't impressed with what Mario Barrios did in that Tank Davis fight.
Yeah, you don't
appreciate boxing. That's all I can say. If you somebody that can honestly say, nah, he ain't do nothing in that fight, then I can say I don't think you appreciate boxing at the level I appreciate boxing. And I had him up and winning before he got knocked out.
I think he was doing well. I do understand what Jeff's saying about the size advantage that he had over Tank that he won't have over Thurman. But for you to think
hold up. that size advantage was a deficit when it came to getting out the way of that heat.
That's a fact.
So that's a difference for in this fight. You don't have the size advantage, but you can still box the same way.
But in Jeff's
I
eyes,
mean, you'll probably be able to stand and fight.
Jeff's eyes, Thurman's got more power than Tank, which I don't see.
No, hold up. I got love for YSM, you know what I mean? Because he got me back on my blunt truth shit in the comment section yesterday. But my dude, you said this the best boxer off the back foot. I can't let that one go. I can't forget about that one. He here to prove it now. We're going to see a YSM because I think Barrios going to back him up a few times in this fight. Because his win going to get tested. So he going to back up.
If he's fighting off the back foot, if he's fighting off the back foot, I know for a fact he ain't winning.
No, but I'm just saying it'll be something, just speaking, you know what I mean? We breaking the fight down. You know, YSL put that back foot situation out there for the boy Keith Thurman. So we're going to be here to prove it because Barrios, to me, is going to at least be able to back him up those times when Thurman is trying to catch his breath.
In your eyes, bro, in your eyes, before I'm going to run through all of the comments in a second, who do you say is the best back foot fighter in the sport, in your eyes?
Right now? Boots. Boots.
Nah, I ain't saying that, bro.
Man, man, dude, if you the best boxer, then that means you're probably the best at everything. And right now,
but he doesn't fight with the back foot.
What you talking about? Defense is off the back foot. When you countering, you getting out the way and throwing stingers back.
But he doesn't fight off the back foot. He fights in
no one said that. No, see, you said who's the best foot boxer. Now you're categorizing it. Is it that?
No,
that's his forte.
I asked the question: who is the best fighter off the back foot?
Okay, now you said, and I'm telling you who I think it is based on his all-around skills.
But this is my point. You're basing that on the fact that the dude's got power. He's quick. He's got the ability to catch and counter and move his head and everything, and I respect that. But when you're boxing off the back foot, the elements that come into question is ring generalship, being able to use real estate and almost navigate your opponent to where you want them to be and staying out of danger.
This is boots, baby. This is boots.
I'm not gonna say boots, bro.
Man, all right. You know who I like? I like what I seen out of Montana Love in that last fight. Because that knockdown.
The best in the sport, bro. I'm giving
you some names. It's hard because boxing off the back foot can be periodically in fights. We've seen Broner box off the back foot. You know what I'm saying? We've seen a lot of fighters do it. If it's part of your forte and you're good at everything, I'm thinking you're going to be in that elite class of boxing off the back foot.
Guys, people in the comments, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to run through the comments, Blunt. Had decent fights, but not $75. That's a fact. Shane, can Inoue or Nonito Donaire beat Stephen Fulton? We are only looking at £4 to be at 122. The difference is, bro, that when it comes to the weight, it's not about the weight itself. It's about rehydration. So when Fulton is making 122, he's not rehydrating to 122 and then coming into the fight at 122. He's cutting himself and then rehydrating to come in at whatever weight he comes in at. So these dudes who are at 118, they're not getting the same advantage. But to answer your question, do I think they can beat Fulton? I think Donaire will struggle to beat Fulton, but I like Donaire. And the only reason why I think he will struggle is because Fulton decides to box and use that footwork, he ain't catching him. Inoue has a better chance, but the advantages that he has at 118 he won't have against Fulton, which is the fact that he's got explosive power. I think Fulton's dealt with dudes with power as well. So I think they can win, but I would be picking Fulton. And that's Edwin Castillo says, and that's how PBC is beginning 2022. 2 back-to-back cards to leave a bad taste in your mouth. But the truth is, bro, the cards were good. They just overpriced. Wilder's comeback fight could be Del Boy rumors at the moment. I doubt it because as much as I like the fight, as a comeback for Wilder, I just can't see it happening. With the whole promotional situation going on, I just can't see it happening. If the fight doesn't go 12, I think Barrios is gonna win. No, bro, the fight's definitely going 12. The bet y'all made sounds more interesting than spending on this fight. Bro, the bet is definitely interesting. Uh, Tank is quicker than Thurman in every way. He's definitely quicker. I would rather hear Sean Porter's opinion on who hits harder between Tank and Thurman. Personally, I don't know who hits harder. In my opinion, I think Tank hits harder. I know for a fact Tank ain't going 7 years without a knockout. I know that for a fact. This dude hasn't got a knockout in 7 years. I don't care what weight class Tank fights at. There's no way he's going 7 years without a knockout.
Question: you think Tank can knock out Broner?
It's a tough one because we've never seen Broner get knocked out. And one thing I will say is, since since the Maidana fight, you can even say since the Porter fight, Broner's never really put himself in a position where he's allowed himself to get knocked out. He's never opened himself up. He's actually fought within himself. So Tank will have to create openings. One thing about my dude Mayweather is he's always put him against Mexican fighters or that style of fight where they're open. The reason why I really like the Barrios fight was the Barrios fight was the first time he fought someone who was actually defensively responsible. When I mean the dudes who normally fight, they're pretty reckless. You know, they let their hands go. They're open, kind of like we just saw with the dude he just fought. What's Isaac Cruz? Barrios, on the other hand, is a dude who's actually defensive. He wasn't defensive first, but he was much more defensively responsible. Now, someone like Broner, he's just making sure he don't get hit. He don't really care about landing shots. So Tank's gonna have to do something that he's not normally used to, which is create an opening. He will win the fight. It's just to get a knockout, you're gonna have to hit Broner flush, and he doesn't really give you much time and space to. I think it was going 12, Shane. I think it's going 12, Shane. I was just giving my opinion on what you was talking about at the time. Now you think it's going 12, but guess what? Jeff don't think it's going 12. Jeff thinks Barrios is gonna get knocked out. So I don't know what Jeff's smoking, but you already put that 75 down. Everyone can be knocked out. Everyone is human. Oh, that's a fact. Oh yeah. How you like Tank foot placement versus Barrios? I wasn't overly impressed by it. I'm never going to be overly impressed by Tank's foot placement because he doesn't do the correct things from a southpaw. He's a southpaw, you know, and from a southpaw perspective, he's got quick feet in transition. He's got quick feet, but in terms of where he places his feet, I don't think it's that great. What do you think?
When you rely on your power at times the way he does, foot placement definitely is the last on the priority list. So, I mean, you know, he got a good trainer. So I think that helped him get the right range. I don't know about foot placement in the Barrios fight, but I do believe the coach and what they was talking to him in that corner about helped him get to the right range to set the KO up. So he definitely would have to work on foot placement because he was kind of tripping even defensively in the Cruz fight. You know what I mean? That leg twist situation, kind of falling backwards a little bit.
And he was squaring a lot in that Barrios fight. And to agree with Blunt, one thing Barrios done real well was for orthodox versus southpaw, getting that foot on the outside.
Wide, yeah, he definitely has a wider base. So for Barrios, he used that wider base to his advantage when he did switch throughout that fight. So yeah, for sure about that. I mean, that's why I said, man, if you looked at his overall boxing in that fight, he fought intelligent. He didn't allow himself to get caught too early. You know what I'm saying? He definitely made Tank work for the knockout.
I mean, there was an element of, I don't want to say desperation because you've had this back and forth, but there was an element of rush and urgency in Tank's performance after round 5-6.
You used the right word the first time. No disrespect to the TMT team. They told the dude, you down. got the shit on the clip, man. You down, baby. You do what it do. Stop playing with this kid. And
Yeah.
again, with a little bit of coaching, I forget the lead trainer name. It slips in my mind right now. No, you know what I'm saying? No cap. He did coach him up real well in them last 3 rounds, and it got him right, bro. But he was playing, man. He just thought his power was gonna get home. He didn't realize this dude could box a little bit. This dude did have some size, so it was gonna take a little bit more mustard to get him there. You know what I mean? And shit, it was a great fucking fight. Now that was a pay-per-view event. Do I think Thurman and Barrios can equate that? I don't think so. I just don't think it.
Shane, you remember your comment, his foot placement looked good to me. I mean, that's your opinion. I'll never say that you're wrong. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. In my opinion, I just have certain standards for a southpaw when they fight.
But
In
that's what
certain
I'm
fights.
saying, Shane. Remember, he's not a traditional southpaw. We know southpaws first as boxers.
Yeah.
So boxers are about foot placement, range, speed, you know what I'm saying, defensive reaction and things like that. Tank is a power puncher. He don't care where his feet at, is where his hands go. So
Yeah. I mean, I
your
guess in a
critique
sense,
may be a little bit hard for a guy that fights the way he does. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
I guess it works for him, so I'm not going to discredit him. But if I was to look at a fighter and everybody has pros, everybody has cons. If I was a coach, I'm looking at a way in which I can improve Tank. The first place I would start would be his foot placement because I think he's got good head movement. I think he's got good catching ability. I think he's got good punch power. I think he's very athletically gifted. That's where I would personally start with foot placement, but I could be wrong. Um, Tank does a lot to make people commit because he likes counterpunching. Now that's a fact, but you also got to look at the mentality of the fighters that he fights. A lot of them are naturally aggressive fighters anyway. Still no emails or comms on WhatsApp, guys. I got 9 before the kid arrives, and we got work to do, bro. You gotta understand, there's so much things that we do outside of the conversation that we have. So today was a day where me, Jeff, and Blunt was working on other stuff. So that was our priority and what we were prioritizing today. So you just have to when it takes time, and so we have to finish what we're doing. Obviously, we can't just put everything to the side just to prioritize one individual thing. We're doing so many things at the same time.
What told he need? What he requesting? I
No,
mean,
he basically was giving us some advice on some tech stuff and was waiting for us in response to like set up something where he can actually almost supervise and be how can I say, be in the background from a technical perspective, like help us from
oh, in the
technical.
chat, shit like that. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta
stuff
have
like
that,
that.
bro. We gonna have to have that, bro. We go.
No,
It's
that's
man.
a fact. That's a fact. But he's like, oh, he was just wondering why we haven't responded. But
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
well, you can
we got
see
so much stuff.
you can see the guru late. So you know what I'm saying. You know,
Like,
life
and
still is
then
life, bro. We
Got
still
his
all out here
channel.
living.
Blunt's got his channel. We got the fantasy league still to run. There's articles, there's videos, and then we're working on other stuff that obviously Blunt knows what we're
And
working
he's a tech guy. He got to know this editing, especially for the simplest video. Is just can be some bullshit. I'm just saying, bro. Just for a simple video, editing can be some bullshit, especially for somebody like me, who I'm not a tech guy. So,
and then
it's no just doing that shit.
you also got to remember, bro. We go live for 2 hours a day, maybe 3 hours a day. So at the end of the day, there's there's so many things that go into it. The time zones, there's many things. So there's stuff that hold us up. So we're not openly ignoring you. We just got so much stuff to do. He wasn't down on the real cards. That's a fact. I made a video on it. Nah, I know in my opinion, I didn't think he was down at all. In my opinion, after he got the knockdown, I think before the knockdown, I think it was close. But after he got the knockdowns, I think he done enough to be up on the cards.
Ashley, you may be correct, baby girl. And again, we all judge boxing a little differently. But after 6, that's where I'm gonna stop at. After 6, I thought he was down.
So Tank foot placement being wrong makes what he can and has done even more amazing. Now that's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. I'm not disagreeing with you. What Tank's
She
achieved.
on your helmet. She on your bait. She got the scope out on him.
Literally, bro. Shane, should Angelo Leo move up in weight class? There are so many bad. Who's that jumping in the live? Oh, Jeff. Jeff, jump in, bro. Um, there's so many. Shane, should Angelo Leo move up in weight class? There are so many bad cases at 122. I mean, he lost to my boy Stephen Fulton, and then he had a fortunate points victory over Almeida. You know, and that's another good win Luis Neri has on his resume, who's Almeida. So should he move up? I guess it's going to be difficult for him to get a title shot with all the dudes coming through. Rais Ali, Ahmed Alayev.
That's a good fight.
Still there. You know,
that's a good fight, though.
Castro, Rios as well. Rios is still at the division as well. There's a lot of dudes at that division. So maybe 126 might be better for him because that division is pretty empty. But it's whether he can, if he feels healthy at that weight. You don't want to move up and you not feel physically strong. You feel like everybody's stronger than you. Good comms, important. I can help. I can help many areas, man. Even social media, bro. We know we had the conversation, but as I said, we just got a lot of stuff to get through. Jeff, introduce yourself because I don't want to have you.
I am who I am, man. You know, just listening to the guys holding it down, man.
Bro. Introduce the episode,
man. Episode 49 of the Goodfellas podcast. G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. Shane vlog, y'all know what it is, man, for sure.
What a performance by Jamie Tucker the other night. He is a real young prospect. He's still got a long way to go.
He remind me of Sheen in terms of his style. He remind me of Sheen Jefferson.
Is he not big for the weight class? When
I equate his style to Paul. I like Paul Williams.
Oh, Paul Williams.
Yeah, he got that long frame. He can box long, but he's stronger than what you think his body tells you he is.
Tucker hella slick though.
That's what I'm saying. Is he not big for the weight?
He's a tweener. He's a tweener.
He's a tweener.
Fighting at 140 and 147.
Yeah.
I thought he was fighting at 140.
No, he came out the gate at 140, but like his last two fights have been at 147. So
fair enough. So I mean, yeah, fair enough. BFV, I'd like to talk with you to improve your stuff, man. I can help so much. But we know. Trust me, we ain't pushing you to the side. We just have. If you see the to-do list.
Oh, that's Toby.
Yeah, if you see the to-do list, you would understand.
Yeah, Toby, I'm gonna message you soon as this is over. I know they've been busy. I've been like hella busy.
Yeah.
I just came home. I literally walked in the door from work and hopped right on, man. So it's we're in the same boat as you. So I'm gonna hit you soon as we get off this live, bro. I'm gonna hit you up.
Nah, vlog. You said Tank was down before he stopped. Before he got his
he stopped him in like 8. So yeah, he was down after 6. Am I technically wrong or am I technically right? I don't know. I could be.
I mean, Ashley's gonna ride for Tank.
Are we talking before the knockdowns?
That's what I said. Before the knockdown, I think it was close.
Actually, are we talking before the knockdowns or after the knockdowns? I mean, if it was after the knockdowns, then it's kind of hard to say Tank was losing the fight.
Yeah.
Before the knockdowns,
I never said that. I don't think she took it as that I said that. I was just cleaning up where I kind of had him down at, to the point I had him down at, and then I don't think she liked me saying that, so she turned the sniper on me. Bow, bow. I see she put the scope on me. She was scoping your boy earlier in the chat. I was letting them do their thing, and I slipped up with my word playing. Oh man, I'm out here
Ashley's corner. Ashley's corner. What's up with you? What's up with you?
He said, I am who I am. Yeah. This dude is so self-indulgent.
That was tiredness talking.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not on him vlog. It seems like you're gonna defend Tank, and it's fair. Jeff, let me ask you a question. I'm glad you're here, bro. Who's the best back foot fighter in the sport? Just back.
Ooh, that's a good question. Back foot fighter.
YSM said Thurman. Blunt said.
I remember that from a while ago.
Blunt said Boots. I'm not gonna tell you mine because I think we're gonna say the same person.
Boots?
Yeah,
well, you said Boots?
That's what Blunt said. That's what Blunt said.
How?
That's what I was saying. He don't even fight off the back foot.
All right, here we go. Let's get it cracking. If you're the best fighter on the planet, that means you're more than likely elite at everything there is to do with boxing. So
that's not true.
Hold up, bro. Let me finish before you get to throwing darts at my shit. That includes boxing off the back foot.
The reason why I say that's not true is because Floyd was the best for years, but he wasn't the best at cutting off the ring. Just because you're the best don't mean you have to be the best at everything.
I never said that. I just said if you are the best, more than likely you're going to be the best at boxing off the back foot. That's
a good
all
question.
I said.
That is a good question.
So you can't knock my response and put who I believe is the best boxer in the game currently right now.
So that answer is based off of everything else and not the actual skill set, basically.
Yeah, he has the skill set to box off the back foot better than anybody in the game.
So it's a projection, basically. You're projecting. Because I mean, we haven't really seen it. So I mean, is a projection?
If you that good and you haven't seen it, so that's like saying Floyd can't cut off the ring because we haven't seen him cut off.
But I'm not going to give him credit for something that he ain't done.
No, you said he's the best in the game at it. That's kind of different.
I said when you're the best in the, you see, let me fix it again one last time while the boys is going. If you're the best boxer in the game, more than likely you're going to be the best off the back foot.
I disagree. I have my opinion, but I don't want to say my opinion until Jeff says his because I'm pretty sure we're going to say the same person. Jeff, before I get to this comment, Jeff, give me a name. He's your best. He's the best off the back foot. Because I'm not going to say mine until you say yours.
Bro, I'm struggling with that. Off the top of the dome, Loma's pretty good off the back foot. Bud's pretty good off the back foot. That's a tough question, bro.
Can I say my name? Can I say my name?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say Bivol, bro. I'm gonna say Bivol's the best off the back foot. I'm gonna say Bivol.
I disagree with that though,
bro. What? This dude put.
Go ahead, vlog. Go ahead.
If you boxing off the back foot, you're definitely gonna have a better punch selection than Dimitri Bivol.
The fact that nobody walks him down ever, and he gets
bro, stop, bro. He just won a fight that was 12-0, and he got walked down in that fight.
He didn't get walked down in that fight.
Man, that dude was up on him. That dude just couldn't catch that cat, man. If the boy was any slower, he would have been a dead man in the ring. He was walking him down,
bro. I can't. When you look at the actual facts behind it, I can't see how anyone's better than this dude off the back foot. This dude never gets trapped on the ropes. He never gets trapped in the corner. His ability to use real estate is amazing. His whole entire game is fighting off the back foot, and he never loses rounds.
Vlog, watch this, yo. Watch this.
Go ahead.
Shane, everything you said is the reason why he's not the best off the back foot. He's almost never almost never put on the back foot, period.
But he doesn't fight on the front foot. He fights majority of the time in
he's balanced. He's square. He's balanced.
That can't be true when his main weapon is a jab. So that means you're throwing a jab on the front foot. No one throws a jab backing up that's that effective as his jab is.
Yeah, of course, bro. Because when you ever, bro, let's keep it real. When you ever see Bivol throwing a jab going forward, he's always throwing a jab circling, which me personally, circling is, if someone's going forward and you're circling, I would see that as you fighting off the back foot, because you're not fighting off the front foot.
Well, you're keeping your real estate.
Okay, he's the best fighter at keeping the distance. So is that not back foot?
Not necessarily.
No, that's a jab.
Yeah, listen, there's three different levels. It's either you're coming forward, it's either you keeping your real estate, or you on the back foot. He spends the majority of the time keeping his real estate. Like even if he's so say if he's a foot and a half away from his opponent, if you're circling the ring, if you're still a foot and a half away from your opponent, you're keeping your real estate. You know, you might be changing your real estate, but you're keeping your real estate. There's very few times I've seen Bivol actually on the back foot. That's why the stats that you mentioned are so amazing, because his back never touches the ropes, because he's rarely on the back foot to even get there. He will circle, he'll circle out, he'll pivot out, or he'll jab his way out of a situation, but rarely do you see him ever just
he can be beat. I hear y'all giving the man his flowers. He can be beat. His punch selection ain't gonna keep that reign too long, bro. He like Ugas out there with the punch selection. He got about 3 punches, bro. You understand what I'm talking about?
But the difference is, bro, this is a man that you can't name a fight where he's lost more than a round. I can't name a fight where
I'm just forewarning you that style that you're giving a lot of flowers and credit to is a style against the right one, and you know one of the champs can be that guy. I mean, we seen Joe Smith lose against Bivol, but Joe Smith has also improved in that loss situation.
That's a fact.
So the improvement, and then the dog that better be Vev is, man, I'm telling you, bro, Bivol ain't gonna hold that strap too much longer. That's all I can say.
Let me say something real quick. Toby, in response to this one, shoot me the price on WhatsApp. I don't care what the price is, man. Like, just shoot me the price and we'll work all that out.
Blue Yetis?
Blue Yetis is pretty much that's the best mic you can get. Like when you hooked up to a laptop. So I'm gonna order 3 of them joints, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have one sent out to vlog, one sent out to you, and I'm gonna take one for myself. But that'll enhance what we got going on. So Toby, again, after the live, we'll chop it up. Yo, as far as Bivol is concerned, I actually want to get into this because I would say probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I'd have been like, I didn't see anybody at 175 beating Bivol. I'd have said that about a year and a half ago. Right now, I don't know if he looks bored out there.
Very.
He looks bored. Like, he looks bored. So like now there's a couple guys I'm like he gonna have some trouble in there. Like, he goes up against Gilberto. That's a fight.
That's a tough fight.
That's a tough fight. That's a tough fight. And I'm a Bivol fan. Like, Shane, you know I'm a Bivol fan. Like, yeah. I'm a Bivol fan, but I call it how I see it. Like, Gilberto Ramirez he's a problem. Like, he is a problem. Beterbiev, I mean, that's another matchup.
Always been a problem.
Always been a problem. The improved Joe Smith will give Bivol some issues. The improved Joe Smith are giving some issues. And the difference between Joe Smith now and back then is Joe Smith will give you that jab in different ranges to get himself close. Like, he does a really good job of closing the gap and minimizing the danger when he get there. And usually when he get middle range and close range, he unloads.
I think he's been a bit more defensively sound. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this though. Vlasov put on a great Bivol impression, and he caused Joe Smith problems. He literally tried to fight that same Bivol style and cause Joe Smith problems.
I think Vlasov giving problems.
Yeah?
I think Vlasov give Bivol problems.
I don't know if Vlasov got the sting though. That's my thing.
But when did you see Bivol ever get caught?
Boxing problems. I don't think he gave Joe Smith power problems.
No, he gave him boxing problems.
That's what I said. I think he gave him boxing problems. That's what I'm saying. Against Bivol, I don't think Vlasov power is going to stand up because Bivol is strong. I say he does not have the punch dexterity that I believe a champ needs to have to sustain a good reign, but he got power in them 3-4 punches that he does use. So
you talking about Bivol? Talking about Bivol?
Yeah, Bivol. Yeah.
Yeah, I like is. Let me explain this real quick. Just my personal opinion. A guy doesn't necessarily have to have like this crazy amount of like punch varieties, but if they got 3 or 4 punch combinations they're pretty great at, I'm cool with that. Bivol gets away with it because he's kind of like a master at distance. So Vlog, I'm usually with you on the punch variety thing. There's a few guys where I'm like, they got other attributes where I'm like, I'm kind of giving them a pass a little bit. So I don't get on Bivol as much as other fighters when it comes down to the lack of punch variety. But he does only have maybe about 3 to 4 punch combinations, and they're all coming off of the jab. So he's everything's coming off the jab, which makes him predictable. But that's what makes him so special because I'm like, nobody can do nothing about it. Nobody's done nothing about
I'll say this: if Bivol goes the distance with anyone at 175, he's beating them.
Gilberto gonna get him some problems though. He is active.
That's the one fight he can outwork Bivol.
He can outwork Bivol. He's gonna make Bivol. There's a couple guys that's gonna make Bivol fight. Gilberto was gonna make him fight. I feel like Vlasov would make him fight. I feel like the improved Joe Smith will make him fight, but Turbiev will make him fight. So this is completely different than the year and a half, 2 years ago.
The one, and I think Beterbiev has the best chance of beating Bivol. But the one thing about Beterbiev that I will say that Bivol can exploit, which he can't exploit against Zerdo, is Beterbiev takes breaks in rounds. Zerdo takes no breaks in a round. Zerdo just
I can explain that though. I can explain that though. Yo, when you throwing missiles every single shot. You go ahead. You gotta take a break. You gotta refuel. Yeah, you gotta refuel. That's just you know what fight I really wanted to see, bro. And I'm mad we'll never get it. Bivol versus Volstik. That'd have been classic. That would have been classic, bro. Like actually, he'd have been better off taking that fight than the Beterbiev fight.
Yeah, I mean, he fought him in the amateurs. They fought in amateurs.
Who won in the amateurs?
Volstik won in the amateurs.
Volstik won in the amateurs. Yeah, that's 175 cooking right now, man. 175.
11 is when Tank stopped him. Yeah,
it was 11th round.
I'm actually going for Barrios. He got something to prove, plus he being there with Tank. Bro, I don't care who wins as long as it goes the distance. I'm almost desperate at this stage for it to go the distance.
Listen.
Bro, I have to pay too much money if this fight don't go the distance.
That's a lot of bread, man. The thing that's funny about that, yo, like if Thurman goes 12 with Barrios, yo, I better not see his name on another pay-per-view tag. Period. Like, cause think about it for a second. Like, let's talk outside of the bet, right? The bet is the bet, right? Outside of the bet, like Thurman has been a top 5 guy for how long, y'all? How long?
Yeah. When Floyd and Manny was
8 years.
Yeah. So there's you run down the top 6 guys or even 7. Like, there's not nobody in that top 6 where I'm like Barrios goes 12 with him.
You don't go 12 with Crawford. You don't go 12 with Spence. You don't go 12 with Boots. You don't go 12 with Virgil. Who else is there? Who's number 5? You don't go 12 with Butayev.
Yeah, I even think if
Dan Jonas taking him out.
Stan Jonas would take him out. I even think
You go
Danny would
12
take him out. I
you
think
go
Danny
12
would take him out.
you go 12 with Ugas though. You go
He'll
12.
go 12 with Ugas. Ugas is the exception. But
What about
outside of that,
what about him versus Ben?
who? Barrios?
Oh,
Versus
he getting blasted.
No, I think Ben get him out of there.
Yeah, he getting blasted, bro.
I think
That's
Ben
easy.
get him out of there.
Yeah.
I think Ben get him out of there.
Because
So-
you equate Barrios to Chris Algieri, a blown up 140.
Yep. And the thing is, Shane, and I'm gonna tell you, conventional thinking, I would be like, yo, Barrios is going 12. Conventional thinking. The only thing that got me that even supersedes how long it's been since Thurman got a knockout is how Barrios got taken out in his last fight. It's very difficult to come back.
Yo.
It's difficult. Hold on. It's difficult to come back from that, even if you stayed in your own weight class. So take a Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz, he's fighting on this card, and that's a 50-50 fight.
Right.
That's a 50-50 fight, but it's a 50-50 fight because of what he went through in his last fight.
Yeah.
So Barrios is coming off of a loss, not like that, but it was pretty, like it was damaging. And then he's going up in weight. He's going up in weight.
Yeah.
So that's really the only reason why I'm actually going with Thurman.
I mean, when you think about it,
so it's not about Thurman. I'm thinking like he's like
he got knocked out clean by a dude that was coming from 130. Barrios got knocked out clean by a dude that was coming from 130.
But that's what makes the bet.
Let's be honest. Let's remember how that fight got stopped. Was or was he not on his feet?
Yeah.
It was on his
Well,
That's all I wanted to
would
say.
This
All I
in
wanted to
defense
say.
of my bet. Thurman ain't got a knockout in 7 years.
It's an interesting bet. So you got the inactivity of Thurman, and just him not putting no pause on anybody in a while, and then you got Barrios is coming off of a knockout loss, even though he was on his feet, but he was getting knocked around like a little kid in that 11th round. Even before that, you know what I'm saying, against a smaller guy. Natural smaller guy, and I was upset that the fight got stopped like that because I thought Barrios was doing well.
Honestly, let's be honest. Is Tank really the natural smaller guy? This is a guy that you claim had been in fat camp before. So
no, fat camp, being fat and being a bigger guy is two different things.
Yeah, bro. When he's
am I not
different, bro?
No, when
he's the fatter. If you want to say he's the fatter guy, yeah, but I mean,
I'm just saying, bro.
Can I give you an example of that real quick, bro? During the 30-day check, Kell Brook actually weighed more than Triple G. But you wouldn't
That's
make that
waterweight.
claim, though.
That's probably waterweight.
But that's my point. But that's my point with Tank. It ain't. It's bad weight though. It's bad weight. You know what I'm saying?
The calamari. It could have been that.
You said the calamari. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, you mean run through? Okay.
Yes, please.
Toby, the thing with Tank, he's amazing for sure, but he's taking an unfavorable career that doesn't build anything other than narcissism. Tank is leaving a lot to be desired because of Floyd.
Building the bag, bro. He building the bag, bro.
He is building the bag, but it's gonna get to a point when it's gonna be a fork in the road, and they're going to make a decision. That fork in the road is real close. He might got like 2 fights. Like beginning of 2023 is either across the street or nothing. You know what I mean?
Boy, Rolando back on the block.
That'll be one of the two.
That'll be one of the two.
Facts.
And then maybe I don't even know, maybe a potential AB, and then bro.
Possibly. Any news on who Kambosos is gonna fight? Nothing yet, bro.
Nope.
Jay, your boy Loma out there campaigning like
everybody campaigning.
Yeah, it's just Haney and Loma right now. But I just Haney it's gotta be,
bro.
It's gotta be undisputed.
The problem with what you just said, Toby, is no news on Kambosos yet. It will go to whoever takes it in Australia. Bro, you can't expect dudes to go to Australia if you ain't giving them offers. At the end of the day, Lou DiBella and their promotional situation that they have over there isn't pitching out offers. You can't ask a dude to put on a fight in your hometown. That's like me going to Blunt and saying, Blunt, put on a fight in London for me. He ain't from London.
Look, bro. No, what he's offering is the stadium and the belt. So he's countering it. He's countering it.
But Al Heyman or Top Rank, for example, in the Loma situation, they don't know for a fact that they can sell out with Cambodia. So
we discussed this yesterday, and there's no argument that I can put against the reasoning that you stated. So I'm not saying that you're wrong. That's why, again, we spoke on Eddie being the one that would reap the benefit of it because of the streaming aspect.
That's why if I'm Cambosis, bro, if you really want to get someone over to Australia, either you put out offers or you accept what you get given by the dudes who are willing to take it to Australia. It's one of the two.
Facts.
Good stuff for sure. Miles Williams, I don't agree, Toby. The turtle won the race, plus there's a lot of fighters that duck Tank.
I don't know one fighter that's duck Tank.
I mean, only person I can say is probably Tevin Farmer, and he outpriced himself. Said, what you mean, Miles? I don't agree. Tank's career is unfavorable. That's more Garcia. You know what? That'd be a good fight. Tank and Mikey.
No, I think he's talking about Ryan.
He talking about Ryan? Oh, he's talking about Ryan. I would still take Mikey over Ryan. I would watch Tank Mikey over Tank Ryan. I'm done with Ryan.
I'm done with Mikey.
I'm not close to Mikey myself, bro. I called the Sander Martin fight and pat myself on the back.
Let me tell you, yeah, you did.
The way he performed was terrible, bro.
Listen, I'm not trying to watch nobody that's trying to sell me a bar of soap on the way to the ring, man. Fuck that, bro. Fuck that, man. I take Mikey. At least I know Mikey gonna give me one of these after every round, even if he gets his ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? Bert said,
clip that.
Mikey thinks he can give a jab and go home, bro. That's literally what he thinks. He literally can think he can give a jab, go home. That's literally Mikey's MO.
Man, bro.
Shit, line them up. Tank Brian, Tank Mikey. Line it up. You know what I'm saying? Vlog Wilder back foot, LOL cost him.
I never put Wilder in there as a back foot guy, bro. So
he's definitely not a back foot guy.
What about Andrew, Jeff?
That's a good one too. He's good off the back foot. He do a lot of his work off the back foot. He's definitely in my top 5 off the back foot for sure. Hold on, Vlog, and I'm gonna give Vlog his flowers. I'm gonna give Vlog his flowers on one point, and I never gave him his flowers on camera. On this one, for somebody that does not fight on the back foot, Jamel actually did an okay job against Castano on the back foot. I just didn't like where he was when he was doing this work.
No, that's a fact.
Ain't I being nice on a Wednesday?
No, but the truth is, bro, if you can fight off the back foot and be in a competitive fight against someone as active as Castano, you done a good job. The reason why I say that is because it's very difficult to win rounds when you got a dude throwing 700 punches in a round. It's very difficult to win a round. Like the dude just throwing, he don't care where he's hitting. He's just throwing things on the wall and seeing what sticks. And Charlo done a good job at negating that. I just think he would have just been smarter if he just used the advantages that he has, which is his footwork.
Yeah, I didn't like the strategy, but I did think he showed a high level of skill for somebody that usually doesn't fight on the back foot. So I had to give my man Vlog his flowers on camera. Even though I thought he still lost the fight.
Do you want to see it run back, Blunt? Do you want to see the rematch? Do you want to see the rematch?
No, because the man clearly won 7-5.
The fact that you said he clearly won 7-5.
Hold on. Let me give you why I break it down and make it that close of a fight. It was a very close fight. I thought your boy Castano missed extremely a lot of punches just because his accuracy is just terrible in general. But also, Charlo did right, just leaning back on the ropes at the right time, bouncing back and countering with his own body shots, digging inside. So I'm thinking a lot of the landed punches from Charlo wasn't getting the credit he deserved. Being able to fight off the ropes intelligently, never get really hurt. He did not get staggered once in that fight the way Castano got staggered by Charlo. It only not happened once, it happened twice. So that clearly gave Charlo each round. That's simple. 7-5.
I respect 7-5, man. That's you had it like that live. You had
and
it
I just
like
backed
that
it
now.
up. Just
yeah,
back.
I mean, that's. I mean, I can't argue with that. I mean, for people that thought Charlo won the fight, they had it 7-5. So I can't argue that. I can't argue that at all. I think it was a 7-5, 6-6, 7-5 either way. Like
not either way.
No, Castano. I had Castano 7-5.
Man, Castano was missing so many punches, bro. It was almost like
he did land
more
though.
The way he was missing punches, it was almost like he was new to boxing.
But he landed more. But he landed more shots.
Landed more punches.
He definitely landed way more punches.
Anything that counted? Did anything count the way Charlo punches counted?
That's why it was a close fight.
Yeah,
that's right.
But those things, those shots don't. Vlog. Those shots don't get you multiple rounds on the scorecards. It gets you rounds.
It gives you the 2 rounds that he staggered them in. That's the 2-round advantage. I just told you,
Vlogs. You had them 10-8s. You had them 10-8s, Vlog.
You knocked this man across the ring twice.
So how did that happen? And you still only had it 7-5.
But Blunt, 1 second. But there was
a fight because he shouldn't have been fighting on the ropes as long.
Okay, so we agree on that. We agree on that. Okay.
I don't think he should have been fighting on the ropes though, as long as he had. He was just almost giving the round away.
But Blunt, I hear what you said, and you said 7-5. The 2 rounds that you gave was because of the 2 rounds that Castano got staggered. Facts. But there was one round where Charlo blatantly used the rope to keep him up.
Bro, he slipped in the joint, man.
Bro, he got hit with a clean count.
He had water in the corner. People was throwing popcorn all in the ring. Clip that one too, nigga. Shit, I don't give a fuck. Hey, I'm just saying, man. 7-5, bro. 7-5.
Fair enough, bro. Let's run through these comments.
All right, let's run through them. Let me see. Garcia is for sure the worst of the lot.
Oh, that's a
I
fact.
agree. Bivol has 3 punches. That's a fact.
But he's amazing at those 3 punches.
That's a fact. Garcia won't fight JoJo. He won't fight Cruz. He won't fight anyone at this point. He said he coming back April 2nd. Against who? Who knows? All he had to do was fight Cruz. He's had plenty time off. That fight would have got him Tank.
But the truth is,
I don't think it would have got him Tank. I think it's just a solid fight.
The truth is he's in a situation where for keeping it all the way 100, he just come off an embarrassing fight against Luke Campbell, bro. Embarrassing. So you gotta be careful by how you putting this dude in next, because the dude got dropped by a dude who couldn't crack an egg.
How you think he did the rest of the fight though?
Don't matter. You got dropped. I don't care how you. I don't care.
Hey Shane, hold on, Shane. Shane, that now if that happened to other fighters, you'd have been like the bounce back was real. I feel like you only saying that because it's Ryan. I feel like you only saying that because it's Ryan, baby.
I'm saying it because it's Luke Campbell. If Tevin Farmer drops,
are you saying it because it's Ryan,
bro?
Hold up. He was riding the board that Kiko put the tips on the same way. You know what I mean? So I get him. You know what I mean? You get knocked out by Kiko Martinez, my dude.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
don't come through no front doors no more.
I mean, let's keep it real. As Jeff says and Blunt says, some dudes punch like they're still in kindergarten. And Luke Campbell's one of those dudes, bro. He's not a cracker. He's never been a cracker. He's never been a dude that can crack. And he dropped you. And he dropped you on your back. I mean, that's like Tevin Farmer dropping you, bro. Or like, let's keep it real.
Damn, oh cap. That's Cap T Farm. I hope you're doing your push-ups, Playboy.
Bro,
Oh,
let me, bro. Would you not have, let's say, Mickinson, who's got 2 knockouts in his entire career,
yo,
dropped Virgil Ortiz?
Hold on,
Would not be on
hold on. Hey, vlog. Watch, I'm about to be 2-0 in this live.
You're gonna bring up Chris Congo. You're gonna bring up Chris Congo, right?
So you already know.
Bro,
but the same thing. Hold on, the same thing happened. The same thing happened with Chris Congo.
But that's why I lost a lot of respect for Congo after that
but
fight.
Chris, right? But you lost a lot of respect for him because he lost the fight. You didn't lose a lot of respect for him. No, you ain't say none of that on camera, bro. Or
no,
off
I
camera.
didn't.
You did. So, exactly. So you saying it because it's Ryan, bro?
No, bro, because it's the fact, bro. Oh, but Jeff, Joe, all right, cool. Let's keep it real, though, Jeff. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
In all respect, that we both watched both fights. Correct. You know, Chris Congo wasn't hurt. Ryan was put on his back. Chris Congo threw a shot and he got caught in transition.
They both got right up, though. They both got right up.
Yeah, but you know it was more of a balance thing with Congo, and I still think Chris Congo is you have to. There's still some what's the word? Some credit that has to be taken away because you got dropped.
Both. Yeah, they were both on it. I mean, they were both going backwards on the way down.
But he got, bro. Ryan Garcia got put on his back.
I understood. I'm just saying you ain't had the same reaction when it happened with Congo, and McKinson got less power than Luke Campbell.
I would, bro.
Matter of fact, hold on. Let me check something real quick.
Let's run. Let me continue running for these.
Go run through them, bro. Run through them.
Gilberto and Bivol would be an epic fight. Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fight I've been.
That's in my top 5. That's in my top 5 for this year.
G5 in baseball, pitchers have different pitches. In boxing, pick your favorite fighter. Your fighter. What punches does he have? Left hook, so on. Oh, so who's your favorite fighter with their punch variety in terms of punch variety? Personally, if I had to pick my favorite fighter in terms of punch variety, I mean,
Loma punch variety is pretty.
Loma's punch variety is good, but I wasn't gonna say Loma.
You know who else got a good punch variety? Navarrete. Punch variety is nasty.
Navarrete's punch variety is amazing.
I like Fulton punch variety.
I was gonna say Fulton.
I like what's my man? Oh my god.
Boots
punch variety is nice. Oh my goodness, my man at 122. Why is his name slipping?
Figueroa.
No, not Figueroa. No. Rais Halim. His punch variety is nasty. There's a lot of guys that got a nice punch variety.
I like Prograis as well. I think Prograis got good punch variety.
Benavidez punch variety is nasty. Who else?
Josh
Taylor punch variety is nasty. Usyk punch variety is nice.
Punch variety is good, but the inside
for a heavyweight is nice.
I think what's his name? I think what's his name has better punch variety than him, but
who?
AJ.
Oh, Dillian.
Dylan's got a good punch variety.
Dillian got a good punch variety. That's a vlog. That's a good one.
Dylan's got
real good punch variety.
You could argue he's probably one of the best in the division.
Yeah, for sure. Trying to think who else. Anybody at 68? Nah, nobody at 68. Outside of Benavidez.
I like Charlo punch variety. I like that counter against the bull.
Maul or Mill?
Maul. I'll go with Maul.
You know the thing that's weird. You know the thing that's crazy, bro. And I'm glad you said that about Maul. Maul, I think I'm not gonna say his punch variety. I think he's one of the best in the game at transitioning from defense to offense.
Yeah,
he's one of the best. He's one of the best in the game at that, man. Like some of his highlight shots was him transitioning from defense to offense. Like he's really, really good at that. I'm trying.
Who's the best at transitioning from offense to defense? Fulton has to be up there. Yeah,
Fulton had to be up there.
I like Ione. I like his defense, bro.
Yeah, his is pretty good.
His punch variety is good as well.
His punch variety is really good. Good question. Damn good question. Transitioning from offense to defense. Loma's pretty good at transitioning from offense to defense.
I mean, I'm off the top of the dome. My favorite has to be Fulton, bro. Fulton, when he's in the pocket, he is bro. He's the best pocket fighter in the
and I wanna show my man Tev some love, but he just don't throw enough offense for me to put him on the list, man. When he throws it, he's great at transitioning from offense to defense. We just don't see the O that often.
I mean, but Kevin Farmer's pocket fighting defensively is probably one of the best in the sport, bro. Just in terms of catching in the pocket, it's amazing.
Who's pretty good on the low though? Right now, people don't know about it. Paul Kroll. Paul Kroll is nice with the transitioning from offense to defense.
But it's a Philly thing, bro. It's a Philly thing.
It's a Philly thing. Yeah,
because Philly,
they teach catch and shoot. They teach catch and shoot.
I mean, what I've seen from dudes in Philly is they all have very good ability to see where the punches, put their hands in the right places. Like there's a culture out there where if I was bringing a fighter up, I'd be like, bro, go Philly, work on your ability to catch a punch.
Is this correct? Luke Campbell is 20-4 with 16 KOs out of 20.
Yeah.
But you said he can't crack an egg.
Bro,
that's another reason why I said this is a Ryan Garcia thing.
No, but bro, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. We saw Luke Campbell land flush shots against Linares. We saw him land flush shots against Lomachenko. We saw him land flush shots against everybody he fights. He lands flush shots against. One thing about Luke Campbell is he had amazing accuracy. He was a very accurate puncher. So I'm not surprised that he stopped dudes. He just never knocked dudes out. Like he's a dude who wears the dude down. Huh?
He didn't knock Ryan out neither.
But he dropped him with a single. He dropped him with a single. We don't normally drop dudes with singles. He will wear a dude down, but with a single.
But you making it seem like he got McKinson's knockout ratio, bro. Actually, to be honest with you, his knockout ratio better than Thurman's. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it. I'm keeping it a big.
Time stamp.
I'm betting on Thurman. I'm not betting on Thurman. You're betting on Thurman. I'm not betting on Thurman.
I'm just telling you that your reaction got more to do with Ryan than it does Luke Campbell.
Bro, I think Luke.
He got
clip. I just the thing is, bro, the reason I'm kind of adamant about that is because we always ask for our young bucks to show us a little something when they go through a little something. So that was his moment at that particular time. But all of this layoff shit, man, it's a problem. If
Thurman doesn't knock out Barrios, he's done. He's no doubt done. Yeah, that's what Jeff said.
I agree.
Tank different though. Nobody else could have stopped Barrios that night coming up in weight.
You know what? Ashley, I actually do agree with that. But Ashley, I actually do bless you. I do have a question for you. Against the top 5 guys at 135, who does Tank win? Who does Tank beat? Who does he lose to? So we talking T.O., Loma, Kambosos, Devin Haney,
Emmanuel Tagu,
and Emmanuel Tagu for my man.
Vlog. I think Tank beats everyone. The person who has the best chance against him is Devin Haney, but I think Tank beats all of those people.
What you think, Vlog? I think
mentally right. What's it called? What's my dude's name? Teofimo Lopez causes Tank problems as well.
Yeah, he would get Tank problems. That's a fact. What you think, Vlog?
If T.O. was eating shots from Kambosos, he not eating shots, and you see the way Kambosos opened his face up.
But he wasn't mentally there, bro.
That man has never been that great defensively, bro. Let's stop it.
That's a fact.
He won the belts because Loma had an injured shoulder, late start, trying to conserve himself. But when Loma put his foot on the gas, That fight almost went to a draw. Let's
Then what
keep it
happened in the 12th round? What happened in the 12th round? When Thurman,
I mean, shit, you have 5 rounds to get your goddamn rust on. You might as well put your foot on the gas in the last round of the fight. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying he's not that great of a defensive fighter, so you don't want to trade or be getting caught by a dude like Tank too often.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? So I don't equate Tito as a real problem because he does catch a lot of work, and he caught a lot of work from an injured Lomachenko. So you know what I'm saying?
Barrios,
I don't. Go ahead.
Barrios looks big versus Thurman. I don't know. Regarding Jamel, Shane said it perfectly, and I agree with him. Cool. Charlo 155.33. I don't know what that is. 173.
Oh, those are punch stats. Punch stats.
Yeah, because I know Castano.
Good stuff, Toby.
Punches landed total Castano 9-3 rounds, but we know there's more to boxing. The truth is, bro, I agree with Blunt in the sense that quality-wise, Charlo definitely landed the better quality punches. Castano came with volume. So it's what you prefer. You prefer Charlo's quality over Castano's volume, or vice versa? I mean, in my opinion, the fight was close enough to give a draw. Include footwork, mind shape. Include footwork, mind shape, IQ. What does he mean by
part
that?
of boxing.
All part of boxing. All part of boxing. All part of boxing. He's talking about what Toby said. He said there's more to boxing, but there's more to boxing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that
I mean, Blunt, let me ask you a question. Who did you feel over the course of 12 rounds was more comfortable? Castano or Charlo?
Charlo.
Fair enough.
He's been there before.
Fair enough.
Comfortable? That's a good question. I would say, I would say Charlo was more comfortable, but I think his comfortability is the reason why he made the fight more difficult than what it had to be, because he was too comfortable. You sitting on the ropes like that for a guy that's not used to sitting on the ropes like that. You too comfortable. Then he hurt. The worst thing that could have happened is that he hurt him early. That's the worst thing that could have happened because he just
hurt him late too, though, Jeff. He hurt him late too. I think that was the 10th.
But in between then he fought. He didn't fight the way he should have.
He just gave away so many rounds, bro. And I have to say gave away because he literally didn't do nothing in a lot of rounds. Like a lot of the rounds Castano won was purely and simply down to Charlo's inactivity, not because of
the rounds Charlo won were decisive.
Yeah,
decisive.
I can't argue with y'all. Let's
get back to the original topic though. What do you guys think of Barrios not being on a clean boxing code?
I'm not mad, bro. I'm really not mad. Again, as I stated earlier in this live, everybody ain't to be judged as if they ain't to be trusted. You see what I'm saying? You kind of got to give them up like a little rope to hang themselves, so to speak. You feel me? And, let him come on in at his own pace. If you really feel some kind of way, make sure you put it in the contract if you fighting a dude. But just off base, I don't think it's like something you got to do to every fighter, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I'm not. Obviously, I'm not accusing Barrios of anything. What I will say is, according to Keith Thurman, this is supposed to be a WBC title eliminator. And according to their rules, you can't be in the title eliminator unless you're in the clean boxing program.
Can I
go ahead.
I'm going to say this. I have an article. This is the first time I've ever said this. So people want to know why I'm not on Twitter. We're going to bring it full circle. The reason why I'm not on Twitter is because I brought out an article, which was a fact. This was a couple years ago, 3 years ago, whatever. And it was when Errol Spence was fighting Mikey Garcia. It was for the WBC Diamond belt. And at that time, Errol Spence hadn't signed up to the WBC clean boxing program, but he was in a fight for the WBC, for a sanctioned WBC belt, a sanctioned WBC belt. And I made an article basically talking about the fact that basically talking about the same thing Jeff just said, and almost exposing the hypocrisy. You have a rule, and then you have a fighter that's going against the rule that you put in place. And Jeff, do you remember when you emailed the WBC for me, and then they responded in Spanish? Do you remember that about the same topic? So one thing basically during that time, I put that article out, and then the company that I was working for at the time, Twitter or whoever was working for them, they removed the article without any reasoning or anything. I was just stating straight facts, and from that point, I've never messed with Twitter. But my point is, that was an example of when the clean boxing program was in clear violation to what was being violated, and the WBC still pushed forward a fight. That was with Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. At that point, Errol Spence hadn't signed up to the WBC clean boxing program, but he was still in the fight. So now we're seeing it with Thurman. I ain't surprised because I've seen it before with the WBC, bro. To me, bro, a lot of their rules are written in pencil. So
ain't they the same dudes that let Valdez?
That's a fact.
Exactly,
bro.
Great point. Great point.
That's why in the way I analyze it, I tried to speak on behalf of a fighter that we don't know to be of that ilk. So you can't distrust everybody is my thing. You understand?
So I'm glad Shane made the thumbnail the way he made it, because it's actually an indictment on the WBC and not Barrios. Because at the end of the day, if he was not, and this is just a part of boxing that needs to be cleaned up. So with Barrios not being in a clean boxing program, I'm like, how was he allowed to sign up for the fight anyway?
Exactly. And my point is, bro, and I agree with you, Blunt, when you said it doesn't have to be an indictment or negative towards
we gotta stamp that too.
Barrios.
We gotta stamp
the
that.
reason why I say that is because you gotta pay money for Vardy. If the WBC ain't forcing me, I'm still getting a title eliminated for the WBC. Why am I gonna do it? Why would I sign up to the clean boxing program? You're not making it mandatory. You're saying it's mandatory, but your actions don't reflect your rule. So therefore, I'm just gonna take advantage of your negligence.
Can I add this real quick, yo? For the people that's not really familiar with how, I guess, Shane came about here, that actually had something to do with it. Because I remember Shane actually wanted to write an article on what was that? What was the website we was writing for?
Now I'm not gonna mention their name. They ain't getting no plugs, bro. They're not getting no plugs, bro. No plugs.
But is that the same one from the Spence article too?
Yeah,
that's the same one.
Same one.
So there was so I didn't even know that
because they were responsible for that as well, bro.
Yeah. The reason why I was just like, you know what, we need to just start writing our own articles and start our own website and all of that. That was for Shane. That was mainly the reason. And then Shane, I never told you this, but I found this out a while ago, and I just didn't care. But I didn't make it known. The person that approved my first article for that actual website, you remember I wrote another article and I never got a response. I got a response in the but it ended up going in my spam folder, basically stating that they weren't gonna approve any more of my articles. And I said, why? And I got no response. So I ended up putting one and two together, and I was just like, I think they know that I'm affiliated with you, and that had something to do with it. So it's just sometimes when you want to do things and you got people that's telling you no, Like, you just gotta, sometimes you
It
just gotta
happened
venture out
numerous
this,
times as
you
well.
know.
It happened numerous
Yeah,
times. And
but
bro, when it comes down to it, like the whole putting a muzzle on someone and basically stepping on eggshells when it comes to voicing your opinion, that shouldn't be the case, bro. And especially when you're reporting on facts. The fact is, Barrios isn't signed up to the WBC boxing clean boxing program. That's a fact. At the end of the day, I'm not. I'm just stating a fact. And if Jeff went out and brought out an article on that talking about WBC's hypocrisy, that's a fact because your rules state X and your actions are stating Y. They're not the same. They're not on the
and
same playing field. So
and this is why like when Vlog put his articles out, I don't say don't go here, don't go there, don't say this, don't say that. Like, it's whatever that man's feeling at that particular time. The only thing I'll ask him, the only thing I'll say we changing is either how to say something or grammar. That's
yeah,
it.
I
If
think
it's
Blunt
facts,
always
it's
says you
facts.
ain't been in school in a while, Blunt, right?
Yeah, it's a fact.
I said you ain't been in school. You ain't been to school in a while. So obviously that stuff has to obviously.
Yeah, just it
Oh
gotta
yeah,
be.
but we been speaking Ebonics longer than I was in school, so first language gonna come first anyway. You did.
And that's what it is at the end of the day. And it was crazy because I had a convo with somebody last night, and it was kind of just like, yo, like, if you want to be kind of like in the in crowd with these promoters and and all this other stuff, like, you got to kind of watch what you say. He was just like, but if you're not in it for that, then you can say what you want. And
Hmm?
my response was, I ain't in it for that. Shane
Facts,
ain't in it
bro.
for that.
Facts,
Vlog ain't
bro.
in it for that. And I'm
I,
like, and
I,
I'm
I'm
like, if we got it, and I'm like, and if we have to get in the building for a fight, we got enough connections to actually get in the building
and
for a fight.
YSM will tell you, bro. I'm real. Like YSM will tell you, like when it comes down to it, bro, the most important thing for me is being me. I went to a Frank Warren event a couple years ago, but maybe last year, I think, and literally Frank Warren was right there. And the people I went on behalf of, they told me I can't ask. I have to interview Frank Warren, but I can't ask him questions about certain stuff. So I said, I ain't interviewing because if I can't be me, that's like Blunt, you going to Wilder. No, you go into Fury after Wilder versus Fury 2 and not being able to ask about glove game. Bro, I ain't interviewing him then, bro. What do I have to say to you? Because everything I want to say to you is about that, bro.
I mean, that's part of being a raw journalist too. You want to get the gristle of the story.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm
right.
saying? So you gotta know how to wiggle around and do it. You definitely don't want to be too abrasive, but you want to be blunt. You know what I mean? If you have to. You over there
No, that's
eating
a
again?
fact. Yeah, bro, I ain't eat all day, bro. I'm over here
Yeah,
snacking like a mug.
yeah,
What,
Bro,
you
but you
eating.
know the thing that's crazy though?
what are
That's
you
a
eating,
fact.
bro?
Just chicken. Just chicken I got from the store. Um, but the thing that's so true about that, I'm gonna give y'all an example. Like, when Ngabu was on, like, Shane asked him about
Yeah,
about the situation. And he said, bro, he said, I wasn't trying to put you on the spot or nothing. He was like, I just never heard you have an opportunity to give your side of the story. So I just
right.
wanted to, what I'm saying, just give you that opportunity. And that's a respectable way to go about it. But yeah, we're not in it to get credentials. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Facts,
Like, I
bro.
like I like just right now, like the clip we put up yesterday that Shakur grabbed and retweeted or whatever, like, it's over 10K right now. Like, it's over 10K right now. But I literally had to message him and I said, bro, I said, the person that made that statement, he's a regular on the channel. But yeah, it was kind of a crazy statement. And I'm like, and my man Vlog cleaned it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? He cleaned it up. He was just like, yo, like, nobody felt nobody's power in that fight. Shakur just won rounds. It was what it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a spectacular performance, but at the same time, he went in there and did what he had to do against an unknown commodity. And I was like, he cleaned it up right. And bro, it was so many people in the comment section that was trying to get interviews off of our work. Bro, I ain't no, they wanted to interview Shakur. They wanted to interview Shakur. So it was a couple people that was like, "Oh, well, do you want to come on my podcast and talk about this?" And I'm like,
why would he come on your shit and he could come on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I said, okay. I said, fair enough. I said, fair enough. They trying to hit a lick. All right, cool, no problem. But it just goes to show how things be flowing sometimes in these boxing streets, man. But I'm like, I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna move around free. I'm not gonna move around, but like, damn, if I say this about this PBC fighter, they may not let me in the building for the next event. I don't care about none of that shit. Like, I don't care about none of that. Like, at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, we gonna be so cool with fighters that if we actually at an event, if me and Vlog go to an event out in V's and we cool with like 5 or 6 cats from the card, we gonna be like, yo, hit us up when you leave the building, man. We gonna meet in the parking lot. We gonna meet at the spot, and we gonna get our work done right there. If we outside chilling next to the car, yo, let's do a quick joint real quick, and we gonna be the only ones that have it. So I ain't catering to nobody to go get some damn credentials. I'm not. Because I'm saying people that's at that event, they gonna come right on this podcast. That's a fact.
Facts. I mean, it's really, if you smooth and you good at what you do and you authentic, the fighter's gonna come rock with you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't like we out here throwing cats under the bus and being overtly disrespectful on no extra hood type shit or nothing. We just talking the fight game, bro. You know what I mean? We kind of clown a little bit and might get a little edgy. We might get a little edgy, but I don't think it's nothing that is not inviting for anybody to come shoot their own spill if they in that boxing world, especially fighters, managers, those ilk. But as far as getting into these entities like that, man, I'll pay for that shit on TV, bro. I've been watching it on TV. It ain't no big deal to me.
Yeah, Bert, actually, it's a question for you, Vlog. Bert Wood, Vlog, if Haney beats Cambosis, will Haney turn his nose up at the 135 class that would not fight him? That's a good question. Go ahead, Vlog. I go ahead, Vlog, because I actually want to get in on that too. Good question.
I think this dude is about the craft, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
About the craft, you take on all comers. You're just going to stage those comers correctly. You know what I'm saying? You want to stage your dominoes up before you knock them over properly. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that's what he's going to do. It's not easy to run the gauntlet right now. I mean, I can't say that it will be, but does he actually have the boxing skills and the size? Because size is going to matter. Because as these guys are staying inside the weight class, they're still going to get bigger. You understand what I'm saying? It's just about cutting and trimming that weight. But the after weight, the catch-up weight, you know what I'm saying? That overnight weight, that's going to come back. So he's going to get bigger. He just, you know what I mean? Just want to still be able to box. I think he can clean the division out, bro. I ain't going to lie. I'm not going to say he's going to do it on no cakewalk type of shit, but just looking at his boxing skills compared to everybody else currently at 135, hopefully Tank stay around, and I'm even including him. I do think Devin Haney can outbox Tank. Tank is a good boxer. He just showed us that against Cruz. But you can't win a fight against Devin Haney, to me, fighting that way. So if you put Cruz in Devin Haney's position that particular night, Devin Haney wins that fight. Just saying. So looking at Devin Haney's future, yeah, I think he could be the king of the division. I give him at least 2 title defenses before he might think about moving to 140 as that division starts to need another name or two. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that question, though. I like it.
Real solid question. When I read it, I was just like, yo, the first thing I thought of was like Spence turning his nose up at Keith Thurman after the tables turned. Like, he refuses to give Keith Thurman the light of day. So, do I think Haney would do that? No, I don't. But I do think
if you were to pick one, now I can say this to be rawly honest about it. If he was to pick one of those guys, I would think it would be a Ryan Garcia. And to say
the one that he would turn his nose up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say
agree.
Ryan Garcia. And to be honest, he's probably the easiest. Hold up, Trey. I think he's the easiest of the top guys at 135.
But he'll still turn his nose up at him.
I disagree, bro. I think he'll turn his nose off at Loma.
No. I don't think so.
Can I tell you why?
Go ahead.
I'll tell you why, because I think because he knows Ryan Garcia is the easiest, and Ryan Garcia brings a bag. You know, the whole Twitter wars that goes on. If Devin Haney knocked out Ryan Garcia, bro, the social media war that these two guys been having, it's like an additional moral victory. Whereas Lomachenko, he doesn't really bring that fanfare, the younger generation, where there's a bit of a, what's the word, rivalry. You see my point? There's a rivalry between him and Ryan, and I think if he beat Ryan, you know, that will be something that will, in the eyes of the world and the social media and their fan following, because you know Devin Haney reads a lot into that, because the other day he was basically saying to Teofimo Lopez, I have more followers than you. So he's someone who cares about that.
Can I give you the other side of the coin though? And I'm not even saying that that's not possible. I think the reason why he would turn his nose up at Ryan is because when Ryan won his fight against Luke Campbell, he was actually the mandatory for that particular belt, and he still didn't take the fight. The reason I think he wouldn't turn his nose up at Loma is because Loma's actually the reason why Devin Haney is in the situation that he's in now with the fucking belt. Is he the real champ? Is he the fake champ? Is he this? Is he that? I think he'll actually take a Loma fight because he wants to actually prove that he was better than Loma back then, and he's better than Loma right now. So I'm not saying that your situation, it wouldn't play out, Shane, because I could very well see that, because if they show him a check, he might go ahead and do that. But I think, like Vlog said earlier, like I think he's one of the few dudes in the sport that I actually think he really cares about being looked at as the best in the division.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? I can see it going both ways, though. I can see it going both ways, though. I get what you're saying. I agree with what you say. I agree with you. I agree with you, and I don't think he will avoid anyone. But, like Blunt said, but the only reason why I just feel like the Ryan Garcia fight is just a little bit more special for him is purely and simply because if you can imagine the backlash, the whole memes, if he was able to beat Ryan in good fashion as well, it's like that whole social media following that they have, that cult following that they've built up. It's like he's won that rivalry, he's won that war. You see my point? And people don't know that they've already fought 3 times in the amateurs.
Who won?
I think Devin won 2 of the 3, if I'm not mistaken. I think he won 2 of the 3.
1 second, I'll be back.
I think he won 2 of the 3. Let me see. Miles Williams. So is Tio moving up to 140? Yes, he is. Miles Williams, and is Eubank versus Williams back on? Yes, it is. It is. Is that February 5th? I think that's February 5th. Vlog gonna look it up real quick. I want to say February 5th. I really do. I keep it moving though.
The 12th.
February 12th. I'm glad it's not the 5th. February 12th, man. That's a good fight, man. Really, really good fight. Because I'm curious to see. There's one thing I'm looking for in that fight with Eubank and Liam Williams. Liam Williams comes forward so much. He can actually make you panic with your feet. Like you just be doing a little too much of this with your feet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking to see if Eubank is actually going to draw that line in the sand and meet him in the middle. And when he needs to get out of situations, is he crafty enough, since he's been with Roy Jones for over a year now, is he crafty enough to not just use his legs to just be moving, doing a whole lot of moving, but just pivoting. And that's one thing that Andre didn't do and made that fight more difficult than what it had to be, because he was deciding to use his legs to move all the way out, where I felt like a lot of times he could have threw a check left hook just to get his positioning off. You know what I mean? He could have threw a jab just to get a little bit of distance. Like, he was trying to back all the way out.
What fight are we talking about?
We talking about Liam Williams and Eubank. Yeah, I was saying I was curious to see if Eubank does too much moving in this fight. I want to see him actually draw a line in the sand and actually.
The thing to see what Jeff what he's trying to say is he don't want. He wasn't trying to see DA reset all the time. A subtle movement, you can force the aggressive fighter to have to reset.
But if you think about it, Eubank don't really fight going backwards that much, so it's gonna be interesting to see how he fights.
That's why I said, that's the main reason why I said what I said, because I'm like, Liam Williams comes forward so much, he makes guys pity pat with their feet too much. Like, they get real busy with their feet. And I've never seen Eubank real busy with his feet.
Yeah,
so I'm like, that's what I'm saying, is he gonna draw a line in the sand?
He backed up a little bit against Yelderman, though. I ain't gonna lie, he backed up a few times in that fight against Yelderman.
He did, but he backed up and he walked him onto punches.
Yeah, he walked him in the shots. I really want to see what he.
I mean, we know for a fact Williams ain't gonna be fighting off the back foot. We know that for a fact. We know Williams is coming forward.
Hey, I got the boy on the underdog card, man. I told you, man.
I'm trying to Jeff, have you seen the Steve's card? Have you seen the Blunt's card?
I just want him to cut me in on it if he win, man. That's it. I seen it. I seen it. That's a bro. If you hit that joint, bro,
impossible.
That's more, bro. You got a parlay card with all upsets.
Bro, the one fight I would actually remove from it, bro. Remove
Gary
Russell. I know, but one card.
This man ain't been in the ring in 2.5 years. What are you talking about,
Gary Russell ain't losing, bro. Gary Russell ain't losing, bro.
So you acting like this is Floyd coming back to the ring?
No, I'm acting like it's a dude who's used to taking layoffs and winning.
No, there was another fight on there that I didn't really agree with it. It wasn't even the Russell joint. It was another. I don't know. I gotta go look.
I mean, all the other ones are pretty close, other than maybe Barrios and.
I got Barrios. I got Liam Williams. I got Amir Khan. I got Jay Ryder. I got Machunu. And I got Mixeo. That's a 7-teamer. No, that's a 6-teamer. That's nice. I like that. I
mean, Amir Khan isn't even an underdog in that fight. I'm picking Amir Khan to
yes, yes, he is. He plus 120. Your boy is.
No, I mean in my eyes. In my eyes, he's not an underdog.
I mean, he is an underdog because he has a glass chin. That is the reason that he is an underdog. But at this age,
I'm taking Kel.
I do believe he's the better boxer.
I'm taking Kel, man.
I mean, Kel's punch didn't look good against Crawford neither.
But it ain't Khan's though. You don't get a better chin with age. Stamp that one. 2 minutes, 2 hours and 3 minutes. I take Kel. I take.
I don't know. I still like the card though, bro. Because
what's the payout on that?
17,656.
17 grand.
That's a car.
That's
a car, fresh off the lot.
Man, that's the joint I got now. I need to finish paying for. Shit.
Man, that's crazy. That is crazy. Hold on. Burt Wood. He said vlog sit $20 aside when Loma beats Haney. I can taste that steak already.
Okay.
Man. I actually like.
Now, hold up now. That fight, let's say potential of that fight would be next 2 years. Man, your boy would be about 37, 38 years old. Just saying. So
I think that fight's got maybe 2 years maximum to happen, because I think
That's
I
what I
think
said.
maybe one.
Yeah,
I think maybe 1 year maximum even because Haney's getting real big for 135.
Yeah, but he got training, bro. They wearing them goddamn moon suits and running on treadmills and laying in sauna baths. I think it's Nathan for these young cats. They out here eating broccoli sandwiches and shit, bro. I think it's Nathan for a young cat to keep the weight off.
But the thing is though, the longer he stays at 135, the better. Because the fact that he is a big 135 and he's not really doing any
Cracking.
like real damage. And I'm the type of guy, I'm not the type of guy that's like, oh, he ain't knock him out. He a bum, this, that, and the third. I don't look at guys like that. I look at guys, do you have enough to keep a guy off of you? So when I watch Haney, I don't know if it's the staying on his punches that keeping guys off of him, or it's his boxing ability that's keeping guys off of him.
It's a combination of both. It's a combination of both.
But I haven't seen his last couple fights. I don't know if I can make one highlight reel of Haney landing shots where guys are legitimately like buzzed. And I mean that's over the last couple of fights. That's JoJo. That's Linares. Like who he fought before that? Gamboa. Like there's a couple of fights. So I think he's really really good at boxing, and that's what keeps guys off of him. I just don't know when he goes up to 140 and he sees a pro grade or something like that, or like you know what I mean, like. He gonna have some problems because those guys are highly skilled on top of being big. So I want to see Haney at 135 as long as he possibly can, as long as he's not training himself out. I just think he's gonna have some. His skills is gonna really be put to the test at 140 because those guys is they big at 140, like they cracking at 140. You know what I'm saying? They cracking at 140. So, and I like Haney. I really like Haney's game, man. I really do.
I get you.
I respect. You know, it'll be a good fight. You know, it'll be a good fight though. Vlog at 140.
Who?
Haney versus Montana.
Haney.
That's a good fight though.
Haney.
That's a good fight.
What about my other dude at 140? What's the other prospect coming through at 140? Nice dude. What's his name? I started to about him the other day. Brandon Lee.
Lee ain't 140. I thought he was
140.
He 140. Yeah, I don't think
I like Brandon. I like Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee cracking though. Brandon Lee can crack.
Exactly.
He cracking 7-Eleven cashiers, bro. I'm just saying.
I agree, but he's still cracking though. He definitely cracking.
I mean, let's give respect to the dude. Let's give. What do you guys think about Sandor Martin? Can he pull off an upset again in 140?
But did he fight? He fought him at 47.
It was a catch.
No,
my
catch. It was at 140. It was at 145.
But Sandor fights at 140, right?
Yeah, naturally 140.
Yeah.
What about him and Devin?
Oh, easy.
I mean, it's in-house.
It's in-house.
Easy for Devin. Easy work.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Because it's
so he can move. Now look, now y'all talking 140, so that means there's potential to move correctly at 142 and get your Canelo Alvarez on and try not to walk into no danger. You understand what I'm talking about? But this Canelo situation is very dangerous.
Even when you bring up the Sandor Martin situation, bro, that would be a fight where Devin Haney has to fight going forward. We ain't seen that in a while.
He fought going forward against Linares. What are you talking about?
He didn't fight going forward against Linares. What are you talking about?
He controlled that whole fight, man. He controlled that whole fight.
Bro, you are tripping. Going forward.
He didn't have Linares on the ropes. He didn't lose much ground. I'll just say that.
And I'm not saying he was backing away, but this fight, he's going to be fighting a dude who's running. So he's going to have to go and chase. He's going to have to be the bull for once. When he fights Sandor Martin, he's gonna have to be the bull.
I think he can do it, baby. This come on, bro. This is a guy that we talking pound for pound, one of the best boxers on the planet.
I'm not talking pound for pound. You're talking.
Why are you not talking that? Why are you being so disrespectful at this point in time, young buck? This dude
I
is
like Devin
undefeated.
Haney. I like Devin Haney, but I can
He
list
is
10
so
fighters.
good. Look,
I
when
can
you
list
ain't
10
good,
fighters
they
better than
nail you a belt, bro. Come on, pimp.
I can list 10 fighters better than Devin Haney, bro.
What?
I can
That's
list
hard.
10 fighters in the sport that's better than Devin Haney, bro.
That's hard. That's hard. That's hard.
In terms of accomplishment,
You can name 10 fighters that has better power. Very easy. I could do that. But we talk around around boxing.
I'm talking about overall
IQ test.
I'm talking about overall boxing IQ, boxing ability, accomplishments. I can name 10 fights better than Devin Haney.
I mean, I couldn't say you couldn't, but I do believe he's deserving of a pound for pound discussion based on accomplishments, based on where he's at. He's in the potential to be in the undisputed title fight. Come on, bro. You cannot not be talking him pound for pound. What are you saying?
I'm not talking about Cambosis pound for pound. I'm not talking about Cambosis pound for pound.
He doesn't have the straps yet, so I get your hiccup with him. He missing one.
But Devin Haney only has one.
That's why I said based on that's why I said when this concludes, you will be talking Devin Haney pound for pound because he'll be the undisputed king of the lightweights. It's that simple.
According to Jeff, Cambosis is already undisputed.
That's a fact.
Well, technically,
but Vlog is correct though. If he beats Cambosis, then where does Devin Haney get you? Is he in the pound for pound discussion? Is he in the top 10? Is he in the top 10, Shane?
He has to be in the top 10, but maybe 10.
What undisputed champ you got at 10? What is he in the minimum weight?
No, bro, but let's keep it real, bro. I don't really rate Cambosis. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't really rate Cambosis that highly, bro. I don't.
So
I don't rate Cambosis that highly.
We can't rate someone. We can't re-rate somebody based on who they accomplished a certain deed against. Like, okay, because Devin Haney accomplished this undisputed situation against Cambosis, you can't rate Devin Haney. I think
no, I'm rating him. I'm rating him, but I look at his resume. No, you know what, bro? You're actually 100% right. For once, I'm actually eat that one, and I'm gonna give my older head the salute because I did it with Terence Crawford. So Terence Crawford, in my opinion, he beat Ndongo for the undisputed. Ndongo ain't a great fighter, but I still give him his cherries. So you're right, bro. I have to give him his cherries. Facts.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's how we discuss. See how we work things out here.
I will say this though. Devin Haney still, in my opinion, will have work to do to become to say he cleaned out a division. When I look at the upper echelons of the pound for pound, I look at dudes who've cleaned out a division. So if Charlo beats Castano, bro, he's cleaned out a division. Usyk cleaned out a division. So that's a new way, theoretically, clean out a division because he already beat Donaire. You see my point?
And
so
yeah, you got guys moving too. So you got guys moving to avoid a new way.
Yeah, so he will be in my pound for pound. He just won't be at that level where dudes have cleaned out a division. Like if Charlo beats Castano, bro, he has to be in my top 5. He has to be, maybe even top
3, baby.
Top 3,
baby.
Hold on. Say that last part again. You said if Charlo beats Castano,
he has to be in my top 5.
I say top 3.
The reason why, bro, the only reason why, bro, is because top 3 is a bit difficult because you got Josh Taylor. He's cleaned out a division as well. Usyk cleaned out a division.
Hold on. I did have Josh Taylor number 1 in my last list, I believe.
Yeah, you did. You did.
You know what I'm saying? Because to me, if you get in the regular belts and you captain it with that Ring Magazine situation, you know what I mean? That's universal respect in boxing. So you got to start elevating the guys on the pound for pound list a little bit more when they're bringing so many more commodities or additives with their records, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And accolades, because a lot of belts to be carrying around.
But yeah, so in agreement to Blunt, yeah, I would have to put him. But at this current stage right now, where he's standing, he wouldn't be in my pound for pound top 10.
Yeah, I just seen something real disgusting, yo.
What's that?
I almost don't even want to mention it, but I'm so disgusted. I need for y'all to be disgusted right
Guys
along
are
with me.
disgusted. Go on, Jeff.
Chad Dawson versus Vitor Belfort. Bro, what is the world coming to, yo?
Damn.
What is the world
I mean,
coming
is that
to?
what is that worse than
You want to know
You
what's
know
the
what
kick in the
makes me
nuts,
think?
though?
what?
Vlog, before you say something, you want to know what's the kick in the nuts, yo? Guess where this fight's happening?
Philly,
Vegas.
Where was we supposed to meet?
Texas.
In Texas?
Texas. And Houston on top of that, bro.
Oh,
What is it? A bare knuckle, John?
It is. I think it's a boxing match.
Jeff, is that worse? Is that worse than Evander Holyfield's last fight?
No, but it's damn close. It's damn close, though.
No, Vitor Belfort is the juice-o-matic of juice.
Yo,
I'm just saying, bro. He the old school head juicer.
yo, he's the whole. You know how you go into one of them juice bars? Like he's the whole left
But
side of the menu. Like he's
But
the whole left side.
is there VAR testing for this, bro?
Hell no, it's on Triller, bro. It's on Triller. Triller don't do VADA testing.
Man, they gone left. They
probably think VADA a plant.
We got some of them in the window,
right? We got VADAs in the window. Yeah, they growing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Ever Castillo, yo, my internet is acting up. Started back anyway. What are you guys high on? Zerto saying he has a chance against Bivol. How 50-year-old Gonzalez had him groggy, and if it was Bivol, Zerto get stopped.
I didn't think Gonzalez had him groggy. I didn't think he had him groggy. I thought Zerto beat him pretty handily, to be honest. I didn't think he had him groggy.
Bivol had old boy hurt. Couldn't get rid of him in his last fight. And old boy was slow as a mouse that was paralyzed.
I was about to wait for you to say, cause I'm like, mouses ain't slow, bro, but
what the fuck? A mouse is paralyzed.
Dead in the water, couldn't get rid of him.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is definitely a Bivol problem, bro. That dude can't get rid of a scent.
Oh man. Burtwood, if Loma beats Cambosis, Haney next 2020.
Bro, I don't want to see Loma versus Cambosis, bro.
Can we entertain that for a second? If Loma beats Cambosis, does he avoid Haney again?
I'll be so disappointed.
I'm with my man Vlog on this one. Big ass. Yep.
I don't think Cambosis.
I don't think it's Haney. I think it's the WBC situation.
I don't think Cambosis fights Loma. I think Cambosis fights Haney.
Yeah, he gonna.
I was saying just to entertain that question. Just to entertain that question. If Loma was to beat Cambosis, does he avoid Haney?
But if I was Cambosis, bro, I'm avoiding Haney and Loma. I'm avoiding both dudes.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about that yesterday. You know, y'all want him to get a cherry pick. You know, get a hometown sort of discount type of fight. You know what I mean? A take type of fight. You know, you want to fight your little cousin type of opponent. You know what I mean?
What about Emmanuel Tegi, Jeff? I mean Blunt.
He loses. He loses that match, bro. You're fighting a magic
Cambosis
Cambosis can't box with Emmanuel Tagi.
Vlog, I got a hundo on Cambosis.
I don't know how tight they are.
Cambosis.
They made a couple videos together. I don't know how tight they are, but they seem to be partners, so I don't know if we'll get
Jeff said
I don't care about them being cool. I got a hundo on my man Cambosis.
I'm with
you
it.
better take the bet. You better take the bet because that's your guy.
I ain't running.
Okay, all right, then, cool.
It
It ain't never gonna happen, but if it ever happens,
yeah, I mean, I think he will, bro. Because he's a better boxer. Kambosos needs your help. You see the way T.O. worked with Kambosos in that fight? I don't think Kambosos is the guy that can really track you down. You have to be there for him to hit. T.O. was there.
I was just so surprised in how poor Teofimo fought in that fight and allowed Kambosos to exploit so many weaknesses.
but we
That's
know
what
the
I
story
said,
behind
bro.
it.
He needs your help.
But we know the story behind it, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, we know.
Bro,
the story
Kambosos almost lost the Selby fight, bro. I think he won it.
Nah, bro, hell no.
I can't agree with that, vlog.
Bro, go back to the channel, bro. That was something I was able to get up there. It was alive. The wait for the goddamn for the judges scorecards, the anticipation. I'm telling you, bro, it was thick. It was thick. He was nervous, bro. He was over there nervous.
Bro, I think the only reason why he was nervous because he was the away fighter and he was in another territory. But in my opinion, bro, that was a comprehensive victory.
I thought he won too, but it wasn't. To me, it wasn't. I don't think you can beat a Haney like that. You're gonna eat too much leather in return to be going
I
out
don't
the way
think you
you
can
beat
beat
up
a Haney like that. But we're not talking about Haney. We're talking about Target.
Selby, yeah, but Selby is not, you know what I'm saying? He's not the Rolls Royce of the division either. So, you know what I mean? To be in such a close fight,
they gonna put them paws on Tiger, man. They gonna put them paws on him.
I need Target to get a big fight, bro.
I think he's a smaller guy in that fight.
I need Target to get a big fight, bro. I need him to get a big fight.
I mean, we all need that, bro.
Shane.
The division is losing some bodies, T.O. down, you know what I'm saying? So we need Cass to come on, step up.
Hey Shane, who wins, Tegu or JoJo?
I've never seen Tegu fight in my life, so
you never seen him fight?
No.
Oh, cue up his last fight on DAZN. That was on DAZN. Watch that fight and give me. So I've been going back and forth a vlog for this whole damn time, and you never seen Tegu fight before.
That's why I've never given my opinion.
Listen, Shane, listen. I've been on the dark web as well, looking for Tegu, man. I actually seen another fight outside of the zone.
Yeah, the boy's nice.
B level, C level, A level.
He's not A level. Like he's not A level. Much to the chagrin of vlog.
The one that he been on A level.
That's a nice ass run. That's a nice ass run. But
so that's A level. That's A level.
No. Listen, if you a cashier at Starbucks, man, I'm not counting that, bro. I'm not counting that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like his skill set is a B. His boxing skill set is a B. I haven't seen enough of him to say that it's
quality opponents.
Yeah, like it's a B. I would say, because see, I don't know if he's really cracking like that either. He's winning. I don't know if he's cracking like that. He's between a B and a B minus on the skill set level. But it's open to change. Depending on who he fights.
I think they can respect that.
B to B minus, depending on, but I need to see what he do in his next fight. I need to see something.
I'm going to accept that from the guru.
I need to see something.
Who's gonna fight next? Gary Russell or Target?
Target fighting later this year. From what I was able to acquire, no opponent yet. Supposed to be back on the zone, but not nothing really lined up because I think they waiting to see how the waters of 135 play out. He probably could be taking a move. If he's not getting a look, why not go and step up a division that's semi-inactive, especially on that DAZN card? They ain't really been pushing a lot of 140 fights over there. They got some names at 140, so maybe that's an option for him. But
Tegu Montana would be a good fight.
I think so, but
you know what? I know the plug mentioned Tegu like 3 days ago. He said he was damn, who did the plug say Tegu might fight on damn, I gotta holler at the plug about that because he said something. I was like, yo, I said that vlogger. I said
Was
vlogger
that
be
on the
happy about that
WBO
fight.
ranking? When he did the WBO rankings, was that one? Was it on that video?
I think it was on that video. It was on that video. It was.
Oh, yeah.
I think
I'm gonna have to
no,
go.
what
Yeah,
it wasn't. It wasn't Barrios. It was Let's see. Now I gotta pull it up because he sent it to me in my in the DMs. Who the fuck was he talking?
Oh, he ain't gonna send it to you. He don't send it to me. I got to talk to Dub about that one.
No, he probably sent you more stuff than he sent me.
No, I ain't getting nothing on no Tegu though.
He probably don't know how big of a fan you are though.
I mean, I'm the one that brought him to the West Coast. What you talking about?
I mean, you're the one who brought him to. You're the one who brought him
to the Western Hemisphere.
You're the one who brought him to life because that dude was dead in the dirt.
That's where no, he was just working in the motherland, bro, building the resume up, grabbing some regional straps. As you can see in plenty pics I put up on Instagram.
Does he have the IBO belt, right? He has the IBO belt, right?
He's had the IBO belt. He's had a WBO belt. He's had some nice little regional, intercontinental, you know what I'm saying, regional type of straps that's showing you're busy, showing you're working your way around. And later in this fight, later in his career, he started fighting more of the international guys, a couple of Italians. I believe he fought a German cat. So he did get out of the motherland and start diversifying his portfolio, so to speak. So the boy's nice. I'm just saying. I ain't getting nothing from L Dub. I'm gonna have to.
If Emmanuel Targi wins a world title, bro, I swear
they owe you a bag. They owe you a bag.
I swear
they owe you a bag.
God.
They owe you a bag. And then in that video we had from a while ago, that would not age well. That'll make me look horrible.
Bro, we gotta re-drop that like 15 times. That'll be rinse and recycled, bro.
I real rap though. Like, if he was to get into a title fight, if he get into a title eliminator, I'm re-dropping it.
Edwin Castillo says Zerdo doesn't beat any of the champions right now. In those 40 plus fights, there's no real high level test he's passed. I think Jesse Hart's a good fighter.
That's a good fight.
He also fought Abraham as well. Tommy Carpenti. I mean, who else is there? Who did he beat to win he beat Vlasov. Zerdo beat Vlasov, bro. So you can't see that. Zerdo beat Vlasov. Yeah, and he also beat, what's that dude's, who did he beat to win the title off? What's that dude's name? Oh, Dawson. Did he beat Dawson? Can't remember. He beat one of those old cats that I can't remember. I think he beat Dawson. I can't even remember, bro. But I know he beat Vlasov. I know he beat Jesse Hart, Abraham.
Roberto got a couple bodies.
He beat Sullivan Barrera.
Yeah, he got a couple bodies. Yeah, he got a couple of legit bodies. You know what I'm saying? No doubt.
Charlo knocks out Castano this time. Fair enough.
If he fights the way he should be fighting, I would expect for him to win the fight.
Loma beats Kambosos. Loma will move down to 130 and beat Shakur. Whoa.
That's saying a lot, bro. But he's not gonna move down and wait after beating Kambosos.
Remember, Lopez was near death when he lost to Kambosos. I don't know what you mean by that.
He said, "LOL." Gotta respect his LOLs, bro.
Oh, fair enough.
That's a joke.
He ducked the 168 tournament. Callum won a couple hours ago. Bivol just said on the zone that Zerdo just turned down another shot at him. Now I don't know about that because last time I heard it was Bivol who turned down the Zerdo fight. Bro, I just want to see that fight signs. I want the WBA to just order the fight. And then we can see who's the one who's turning it down.
Hey,
and
you know Eddie gonna get his hands all up in that.
Exactly. In terms of the Callum Smith, the World Boxing Super Series, the reason why he turned the fight down, bro, or turned the tournament down, is because he was signed to Top Rank. Top Rank didn't send any of their fighters to the World Boxing Super Series. They didn't send any fighters to the World Boxing Super Series. Why don't you talk about the fact that Billy Joe Saunders turned down the fight against Zerdo? Why don't you talk about the fact that Canelo turned down the fight against Zerdo? Why don't we talk about that? let's talk about that. How Zerda was mandatory when Canelo was champion and he didn't fight. Let's talk about that, bro, because that's a fact. Edwin Castillo, Burt Wood, the only near-death experience he had was when Kambosos dropped his ass in the first round. Everyone, including Lopez, saw his soul leaving his body. Bro, it wasn't even that bad of a knockdown.
It was funny though. It was funny though.
Yeah, he didn't expect it, bro. He didn't expect it, bro.
Nah, he definitely didn't expect it.
He had no respect for his power until he felt that shit. And it did knock his photo out the frame for a hot second.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Just sidebar, y'all. The clip that I put up of vlogging myself screwing up that name with Joseph Gwilt, that's at $150, 150 views. I mean, so we
that's gonna
right
get some.
When give me this source that Canelo turned down Ramirez, I'll tell you the facts, bro. I remember when Canelo beat Kovalev, and anybody knows the facts. Everybody, this is the facts. When you become a champion at a weight class, when you move up to another weight class with the WBO, you become automatic mandatory. When I last checked, Zerdo Ramirez was the WBO champion at 168. He moved up to 175. He beat Tommy Carpensi. Canelo beat Kovalev for the belt at 175. He was WBO champion. Naturally, Zerdo's mandatory, Canelo's champion. What happened next was Canelo relinquished the belt and moved back down to 168. That's what I saw for a fact. Another thing that I saw was when Canelo moved up to 168 the first time and fought Rocky Fielding, he didn't fight the longest reigning champion, the champion with the best win, the champion who had the most prestige, which was Zerdo Ramirez. He fought the weakest champion, which was Rocky Fielding. At the end of the day, bro, Canelo's in a position where anybody he calls out, he gets. Anybody he asks to fight, he gets. Everybody's lining up for that Canelo work. Let's just keep it real. He had a prime opportunity to fight Zerdo Ramirez both times and he didn't.
Hold on, ain't Edwin Castillo the guy that likes Canelo?
Yeah.
He's a Canelo fan, right? Okay. All right, continue.
You mean how it's documented that Zerdo dropped his belt, moved up to 175 and didn't want the mandatory spot to the champ? Nope. Let's keep it real. And bro, this is why you can't really debate with me. Jeff, did Top Rank not put this dude on the shelf for one whole year? He couldn't fight. They removed him from a title eliminator, and they removed him. He didn't resign.
So Edwin, I gotta side with my man Shane on this one, and it's not even really siding with him. I'm really just siding with the facts. So basically, when he moved up, unfortunately for Zerdo, that was around the time when it was contract time. So it was basically they put him on the shelf because it was different than the Crawford situation. With Zerdo basically had a fight left. So what Bob Arum didn't want to do is actually give Zerdo the title shot. He wins the title, and then he goes across the street
without signing an extension.
Without signing an extension. So it was like either sign an extension or I'm putting you on the shelf. And that's exactly what happened. But he ended up getting out of the contract. He just had to wait it out. So Edwin, one more thing, Shane. Edwin, the thing with Top Rank contracts is two different ways to get out of the contract. It's the amount of fights, and it's the amount of time. It's time and the amount of fights. So even if a guy has one fight left, your contract expires after a certain date. So that's why you see guys like Mikey and Zerdo and guys like that. Even if they got a fight left on the deal, they wait it out. They wait out a year and a half, 2 years. So that was the situation, Edwin. So there was an asterisk with that. And on here, you got to bring up the asterisk. We can't ignore the asterisk.
Like the facts with that situation is, if you didn't know this, Edwin, Zerdo ended up doing a fight on his own promotion against some unknown obscurity just to stay active. If you actually remember the time in itself, bro, that's when he brought out he started investing in Joe Smith, Jesse Hart. And the reason why was because he was trying to still keep hold of that WBO title. So if he sent Zerdo that fight and then Zerdo won the belt, because it was actually supposed to be Zerdo versus Vlasov. Then Vlasov then was supposed to fight someone called Salamov. Salamov ended up pulling out. Salamov's the dude who Bivol fought. Then it was Vlasov versus Joe Smith. That's how that situation ended up penning out. And the only reason why Joe Smith got in the picture is because Alide Alvarez, who had beaten Kovalev, lost to Joe Smith. That's how Joe Smith got to where he was.
And Edwin, I'm glad you said what you said, because at the end of the day, like when we get into the debates like this, it's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's about getting the facts in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? And whoever's bringing the facts is bringing the facts, but we all need to know what the facts are. You know what I'm saying? So, get these
over here about to lose straight power and shit, man. I've been on this joint for like 3 hours, bro. So
no, we about to get up off this thing. Give me your social media. Give me your social media, bro.
Hey man, BoxingFirst Vlog, the way you see it on the screen on YouTube and on Twitter. Boxing the #1 vlog on IG, man. Tap in, man. We got some good works around the corner, man. So rock with me.
Absolutely, vlog. We'll get with you, bro. We gotta get up out here.
All
right, bro. It's BoxingFirst Vlog. Edwin said if the sanctioned body doesn't declare a fight mandatory, even if they're #1 in the rankings, you do know Charlo was never mandated to Canelo's mandatory. He was elevated to regular champ, but everyone thinks he was the mandatory.
No, but with this situation, it's automatic. WBO will always have it automatic. When you move up as a champion, you're automatic. They don't have to order a fight. It's automatic.
And Charlo's situation wasn't WBO.
It was WBC.
Toby said rumor is Tevin Farmer versus Ryan Garcia. I did hear that rumor. I didn't hear that. Yeah, I heard that rumor earlier today. I don't know how true that is, but so where is the evidence that he was declared the mandatory? Does every champion always fight their mandatory?
No, they don't have to fight their mandatory, but I didn't say he has to fight him.
The issue is, was he made the mandatory?
Yeah. And when you move up your mandatory, that's a fact, bro. That's why Usyk is in the situation he's in right now.
Yeah. Miles said because that's how title defenses are generated, that one. Yeah, that's why I asked for the source. I mean, we can get you the source. Like, it's been a while, but we can get you the, we can get you the proof if you want it. Vlog said peace. Edwin, that's why Andre moving up, he has to fight someone before becoming mandatory.
No, he doesn't. Crawford didn't. He didn't have to do it at 160. What are you talking about? He's mandatory straight away.
You have to, Edwin, you got to remember, this is strictly the WBO. If it was the IBF, that's something different. If it's the WBC, it's something different. WBO, that's an automatic. That's a semi-automatic. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking strictly the WBO. We're not saying that you don't have a case with any other sanctioning body. Strictly the WBO. Like, that's how they play. That's how they get down. It is what it is, man. But we're gonna close this thing out, man. 2 hours, 37 minutes strong. Big shout out to the team for holding it down. So I got in here, man. Shane, give me your social media, man.
I'm Shane the #1.
Exclusively on Instagram. You heard my man BoxingFirst Vlog, man. I'm all over the place, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, G5JeffTV, website G5JeffTV.com is officially updated. So get your Gary Russell picks in, man. Fantasy League, $550 for the winner, and a championship belt. And we plugging along until season 3 starts, man. So on behalf of BoxingFirst Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt, aka Blunt Bayless, my man VP Shane, and your boy G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. On behalf of the staff, that was 49th episode of Goodfellas Podcast, episode 50. Tomorrow. It's going down. Man. So we'll see y'all tomorrow.